Hello and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And hello, how are we doing? We are back for another weekly live stream, but this time it is not on a Thursday, it's a Friday. But I think there's a pretty good reason why we adjusted the day to do a live stream, and also adjusted the time, because we don't usually go live this late, but I'm here for it. I've got my Koppelberg all the same. I'm ready to go, but you know I cannot do this on my own, so let me bring him in. It is, of course, the superist of producerists. It's Rich M. How you doing, Rich?
Yeah, hello. Yeah. Tell Sarah Michelle again, I'm just not available. I can't do that. Oh, sorry. Hello. Hey, Dad. How you doing? How's it going?
You have to move things around, cancel a few appointments for me. I appreciate it.
I'm just famous now, you know. Part of the San Diego Comic Con. My dreams are made.
Yeah. No, shout out the whole Hasbro crew. That was very nice for the shout out. Much appreciated. And yeah, it's, again, just an example of what a great community we have in this sort of Marvel Legends toy world. And it's great to know that the Hasbro team are well aware of that and they're watching. And I tell you all the time, they're lurking. They're not lurking right now, though. They'll be down at the San Diego Comic-Con Hasbro booth trying to fiend off questions about this new HasLab. But we are all going to break it down as best as we can anyway. So me and Rich are here for a little bit. So hello to everyone in the chat. This is still a regular live show, though. So I'm going to go through the same format and give it a couple of minutes before we get into the main topic, all right? We won't spend too long, but I have got some new toys that I think are worthy of showing off. So, of course, today's episode is literally initial first thoughts, reactions to that San Diego panel that ended like 10 minutes ago. Literally like 10-15 minutes ago it ended. So this news, like we haven't even got official pictures yet. I'm going to be showing you grainy pictures of someone's phone to talk about these reveals, but it's going to be fun all the same. There was lots revealed, stuff I'm very happy about, I'm assuming stuff that you guys will be happy about too. But I haven't promoted this stream at all, so if you just want to do me a favor and just take a little screenshot and tag me in your stories on Instagram, I will still retweet them all and repost them all after the live show, all right? So even if you're on the replay crew, take a little screenshot, post it on Instagram and tag me so I can reshare it. And again, spread the love in the community. We're here to break down some Marvel Legends toys, and I bet you can't wait for Rich to give you all the details on Flyman and the other pig head guy, because he's got them all. He's got all those details. But anyway,
it's Pumba, Dad. It's Pumba.
Of course it is. Of course it is. But let's do the housekeeping real quick, and then because I know people are going to want to talk toys. So real quick, of course, the Dan Who Network's a legit, real thing. So much toy news to talk about. It's going to keep the channel busy for a little while. So of course, me and Rich are here today for the weekly live show. Legends and Liquor is next week. So next week is going to be tons of stuff to talk about. Turtles and Tea should be this Sunday. Lots of turtle news to break down since NECA have been revealing so much. So yeah, me and Tan are going to have plenty to talk about Sunday. And then there is a panel for G.I. Joe Classified tomorrow. So I'm hoping that gives me, Tom, and Mark some stuff to talk about on Joe's and Juice some point this week as well, all right? So look out for all that good stuff. I appreciate you. And if you want to support today's stream, contribute to the channel and all the nonsense that we do here, then you can do so via a super chat, which also gets you to be a part of the show. Literally, you can super chat your favorite reveals from today, and Friday will read them out loud. There's nothing we can do about it. But anything over £4 or $4, that's how you do that. Much appreciated. And of course, hit that join button, become a part of the community we're building here. Again, well, as I said at the start of the stream, a great example of the community. Okay, let's bounce back. So let's talk some new toys first. I think Amanda's not home tonight, right? So I don't know what time she's coming back or anything, but she's in the chat, and she says that Teddy is watching you on the Teddy. Hello, Teddy. Very confused dog. That's strange. But I don't know what. She's very long wait. 0 out of 10. What is she on about? Get out of here, Amanda. She's very distracting. She doesn't even like toys. Right. Rich, have you got any new toys you can talk about in hand that weren't revealed today? Actual physical toys you got in hand.
So yeah, so I've only got one, and I'm quite pleased with it, and I'm quite shocked and quite ashamed of myself at the same time. Okay. So apologies to the chat.
You're in a safe place.
Don't go and watch any of the previous streams where I've said terrible things about this. But she's here, Jenny Legs Jean, with her new ginger hair and a bit of cell shading, and she stole my heart. I'm an easy layup. But I wasn't too keen on this. I still don't like her ponytail head because it's not accurate at all. But this one, I really like. It's like 90s comic book Jean, like comforting Jubilee when Ileana died, fighting Sabretooth on that cover where she's like laying back. the colours are probably not right, but I kind of love her. And then it's just this hair. That's all they have to do. Give her a new hair colour, and over there.
So basically, this Jean came through today from Hasbro Pulse UK. So if you ordered this on Hasbro Pulse UK, you probably got her in the post today, just like me and Rich did. I've already filmed a review, and I'll probably post the review as soon as we finish this live stream tonight. But yeah, basically, Jelly Leg Jean has been re-released with the new cell shading. Now, I actually don't hate the cell shading on the blue pieces. I just think that the yellow's not right. It's like a burnt yellow, and in the show, it's like a lighter shade. I don't know. It's just not right.
It looks more comic booky. It looks more 90s, like Jim Lee, or I think it was Wiles
I said
that.
exactly that in my review. I said this: if you want a comic Jean Grey, this works nicely.
It looks the colours just look better than the other one. Like, apologies to everyone, but I quite like this.
So that makes 5 figures on the VHS box set. There's all 5 there. We know we're getting Morph next. We know we're getting Mystique after that. I did assume that another would be revealed today, but no reveal from any more X-Men. There was some more rumor.
But there are other X-Men panels going on this weekend, Dan, and I'm still 70% convinced that they reveal Rogue some point this weekend, but who knows? Who knows? We shall see.
Well, Rogue's got to come in this line. It's inevitable. So yeah, we've got 5, but Jean came today. As I said, in my review, I actually gave you a tidbit, right? Because the hair is really wrong. That's the biggest thing wrong here. In the show, she never had ginger hair. She had red hair, but it weren't like burnt orange. So what I did is actually, head swapped it with the regular comic one, because it has like a darker red.
I think that works better, and this head works better as a comic Jean. So it's like...
Yeah, and this now looks like a much better, like, accurate head for the VHS, because it was just the hair that's all wrong. So swap it with the comic version, and you've got a nice VHS sort of animated style Jean, and then you've got used the ginger hair for the comic. But I do lots of comparisons, lots of breakdowns and stuff like that in my review, so I'll be posting that as soon as this is over. So yeah, anyway, that's Jean. That's who came today. She's looking pretty good. They do look all good together. You've got them all now, right? You brought them all, even Mr. Sinister?
Every one of them, yeah. I mean, they do look really good. And again, we've got Morph next, and then obviously Mystique still hasn't gone up for pre-order, so maybe that'll go up some point this week with all these like reveals. Maybe they'll put that up. So
indeed. I'm just looking through my phone 1 sec, because I do want to give a shout out. Let me just show you update on Spidergate. So obviously you see my pictures on Instagram. I have got a new one, but this wasn't because of Hasbro. Hasbro only just answered my initial customer service email, and they're basically asking me to send the whole 2-pack back, which I don't want to do.
They're all a San Diego Comic Con, Dan. What do you expect?
Exactly. We've got a super chat from Mortal Carnage. I should send you the link for this.
Ultimate Carnage donated £8.99.
No, it's okay. I can see it. I'm fine.
Crazy reveals today. My wallet is screaming at me to stop pre-ordering, but I can't help it. Tears of joy. Can't wait to talk toys tonight and hear everyone's thoughts.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. We're just warming. We're just letting people get here. We're just letting people realise we're live, because I haven't really promoted this live stream. We didn't know when we were going to go live tonight, to be honest. We thought the panel was at 5, but it wasn't. It was like 8:30. So I was like, sorry, Amanda. I'm streaming late tonight, so she's buggered off. Thank you, Mark Tac. He says we got a shout out. We did get a shout out at the start of the stream. As I said, the Hasbro team are lurkers. They like to listen to our nonsense and occasional Marvel Legends criticism. But yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Aaron, aka Endless_Possibilities. I have posted it on Instagram anyway. A big thank you. He's seen my review and literally sent me an Instagram message saying, Dan, don't worry about Hasbro. I'll send you the book for mine. So he sent me the body. I already had the hands and heads, obviously, and I've swapped it out. And now I have a much better spinneret. So thank you very much to Aaron. Endless Possibilities on Instagram. Again, an example of some good people in this community helping out a fellow collector when he could see I was clearly distraught with my sloppy paint apps. And that brings me to another thing, which, again, I'm nervous, Rich. I'm nervous. I haven't opened them yet, Rich. I haven't opened them yet. But I also got today...
It's like Russian roulette.
I know, yeah. I got the Null and Venom 2-pack, the King in Black 2-pack. Now, Prime vs. Prime, who is a big UK YouTuber, his Venom was missing an eye. Literally wasn't even painted white. So Very frustrating. So I'm panicking about this. So I'll be opening this. And I also got this one as well. So I've got the Iron Spider. My most anticipated Spider-Man sort of alternative look finally in figure form. The packaging, I just can't get used to the packaging. It just feels cheaper than a regular Marvel Legends, if you know what I mean. It doesn't feel as premium, especially now we're paying premium prices. It doesn't feel as premium, so I don't know. I'm still not used to the packaging. But
yeah, once you've had plastic in your hand, back to the natural, it's just not as good as it
I
is.
guess so.
3POA podcast donated $9.99. So who's excited for a HasLab heel charger?
Who's excited for a HasLab Hell Charger? Yeah, much appreciated to the Free POA podcast, which I'm assuming is Mr. Laserpants. I'll be joining Ryan, aka Laserpants, aka Sergio Laser Trousers, as he's known around these ways, on Laserpants Live tomorrow on Saturday night. So obviously by then we should have some better pictures, some more information. So obviously make sure you subscribe to the Free POA podcast YouTube channel, and I'll be talking some toys with Ryan tomorrow night. All right, so a whole weekend of live streaming for San Diego Comic-Con, and I think Brandon's trying to join our call, but I don't know whereabouts in the world he is today. Let's find out. Okay, there he is. So Brandon's still in America, people, all right? So he's ran away from the missus. He's probably hiding in the bathroom or something to talk some toys. Brandon, how you doing? You there?
Yes. Wait, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We can see and hear you.
Okay, cool.
Are you good?
Oh, should I try and go this way again? But it always looks weird when I'm on
Go
my
whichever
phone.
way you want. Whichever way you want.
There you go. How about those reveals?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah.
That was good.
You're in America. We were just warming up and just getting people know some new toys that have arrived. Have you got anything new while you've been over there? Any little?
Oh yeah, actually, just this. Wait, where's the camera? Let's go like that. Boom.
He looks good.
He looks very good. He's really good.
He's good.
Yeah, it comes with a stand. The engineering on him is insane. Yeah, Jazzwares outdid themselves for sure. It's amazing.
Beautiful. Okay, not to skip over that, but today we're focusing on Legends now, all right? No more anything else. All talking Legends. Lads, I'm tempted to open this now live just to check that my Venom's got both eyes. Do you reckon?
No, you got keep it for
the mysterious review.
Yeah.
Okay, genuinely, look, it's sealed, still sealed. Haven't opened them. I genuinely don't open them until I do a review. I feel like that's the fairest way. So yeah, we shall find out. Hopefully, I'll open that over the weekend. But again, please pray for me. Pray for me because I don't have the.
It's like 7 it. Don't open the box.
I didn't mention my Gene review's not went up yet, so you don't know. But my Gene is cracked.
Is it the neck?
No, the shoulder pads cracks in the plastic.
No.
Are your shoulders okay?
Yeah, my shoulders are fine, but my neck felt like when I was trying to change the heads, it felt like it was going to snap off. So like I heated it up with a hairdryer, and then I'm finding a hairdryer in my house. That's a challenge. But there we go. I did heat up.
This is straight out the box. Cracks on the shoulder. I told you. For some reason, I have the worst luck when it comes to QC. And yeah, I know for every 1,000 people there'll be one idiot that gets a ruined one, and I got cracked shoulders, so obviously I mentioned that in the review as well. But I just have the worst luck with QC, so I'm staring at these new 2-packs thinking, like I'm gonna have Venom with blind eyes or something like that. I don't know. Very frustrating anyway. Very frustrating.
Obviously top of the Hasbro Pulse list you are, Dan.
Yeah, clearly. They're gonna love me when I keep replying to like, send me another one. Very frustrating. Brandon, are you good for a while? You here? Are you in or out? What's the situation?
No. I'm just jumping in and jumping out. We have dinner plans and such, I think. So
okay, that's fair.
I'm headed out any minute now.
Okay, so while you're here, give us your favourite reveal from today, all right? Because we'll have an opportunity to talk about
He
this
Who
again
Remains. By far, He Who Remains.
Yeah, Jonathan Majors.
By far, He Who Remains. Yeah, that Jonathan Majors head sculpt was amazing. The whole deco on him looks amazing. The apple was an amazing touch.
Yeah.
The fact that they did that was just brilliant. Really happy to see a new classic T'Challa. I was hoping it would be on the Valve
when they said
Spider-Man.
Vulcan body, I was like, okay, that's where people are going to be like, damn.
Yeah, that's the only thing. But other than that, it was. I mean, they really hit it out of the park as they always do. So it was pretty good.
All right, good man. We will recap all of this properly next week when we've got proper promotional pictures and everything. All right, because you'll be back in England next week, right?
Yes,
Beautiful.
sadly.
Okay, all right. You don't have to come back, you know. You can miss your flight. But anyway, have fun, my friend. Have fun. Enjoy yourself.
But yes, we will. Okay.
Right.
I will catch up with you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, let's swing back. Okay, he's gone. To be fair, I don't blame him. Like, I'd love to go to America more often. But soon. I would have loved to have been there today, but not to be. If I went, I wouldn't have been able to afford any Marvel Legends for a while. I'll tell you that much.
You still on that no-fly list, or?
Yeah, because I keep mentioning bombs near airports.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just quickly say hello to some people that are here, and then I'll promise you we're going to start recapping all of this nonsense, all right? So I'm going to get the chat up real quick. So if you are in the chat, there's 170 people here now. We're about to recap all of the Marvel Legends goodness, but first, I want to say hello to you guys. The Hasbro team just did it in their stream, so I want to do it for you guys, all right? So I'm going to bounce to the live chat. So if you're in the chat right now, please say hello, and I will say hello right back at you, all right? So Omar V says, "Sup, dudes?" And she says, Dan, you are QA for Hasbro Marvel now. I don't know what that means, but thank you.
Quality assurance, I think. You're testing all the products before it gets to the rest of the world.
I guess so. Well, I'm on a shit, so... Jaffe Man says, "Pow, Cloud Fox wow with the foxes, and McButter Golem with the rich emojis. Big Will with all the powers as well. I love that Ryan said pow as well on stage. It was beautiful. George says, "Completely forgot they revealed a Black Panther. Definitely need to pick that up." Jason Lopez, Toy Graffiti, Optic Blast 1214. He says, "I will sell my soul for the new Beast." So would I. Maybe it's already sold. Literal Action Fig says hello. Compulsive Collector says hello. How are you? I'm fine. How are you? Ashton 4545. He says hello. Mark Rose, KSM Kyle, Rush McGann says, "I'm here, but I'm working." Well, you keep working hard, my friend. We will keep talking toys. We'll just whisper in your ear if you're in your headphones or whatnot. Justin is in the place. Tyler, Hedgehog Action, True Fiasco, Figure Collective, Jay's Toys Collection UK. He's been a very happy man with all the reveals this weekend for sure. Brian says hello there, Brian. Damien, some crazy villains got revealed today. Are you happy with that? I know you like wacky villains. Lauro, House Spawn, Hulk, Mini Plastic Multiverse says, "Is it weird that my favourite reveal was Howard the Duck?" Not at all. I know another bold fellow with a beard who was also very happy about Howard the Duck reveal. His name may sound like Hill Phones. Darth Educator or Inquisitor or something like that. He says, "What's up, Dan? Hope all is well across the pond." All is very well, my friend. Jim says, "What's up? Where's our She-Hulk to complete the wave?" Yeah, that's interesting. They didn't reveal She-Hulk. We still don't know what that full wave is completely officially yet. That is strange. That Sentry says Doombot. California Red Devil says, "Amazing friends." California Red Devil, let me just use this new emoji for you, just to remind you since you popped in the building. There you go. Turtle emoji for you. Aaron, Northern Nomad, Odd Mr. Williams says, "Hello, boyo." Hello. Another Welsh friend there, Mr. Odd Williams. It's also...
Come on.
There you go. He knows what that means. I don't. Rob Pollock says, "Hello, fellas. That was amazing to have a Legends and a Marvel animation happen at the same time." I was getting confused because Rich was sending screenshots in our group chat of animation stuff, and I was like, "Are these toy reveals? What's going on?" I was like, "Stop it. Just toy news for now." So I need to catch up on that, to be fair. Damien says, "Of course he was." Pearson Ivan says, hey, how are you doing? Bring toys to work. Congratulations on the shout out to the awesome live stream and network. Love the reveals today. Yes, it was very fun. Lots of reveals to break down, and we're going to get into it now. Super Turk 5000 says, "Anyone want my Tesseract builder figure?" If you had said this to me last week, I may have took it off you, but it's too late now. Brian Merchant says, "Legends and Joe's." Yes, Joe's reveals tomorrow, hopefully, and Joe's and Juice very soon. Today, let's break down some Legends news. So I've been, because we are so fresh off the news, I don't have any professional pictures all ready to go. I can try.
Greg says Hasbro Pulse Instagram is showing official pictures now.
Yeah, my showing Pulse on these live streams is never showing Instagram on these live streams never goes the way I want it to go. I can try though. I have to use some crappy app. Okay, let me press some buttons and see if I can get it up. Okay, I've got it up. Okay, I got it up. So there are pictures, but they may not be in any particular order or anything. So we'll bounce back to these for some promo images. I'm going to stick with Toy Arc because Toy Arc never do me wrong. Shout out Toy Arc, whoever you are. You are the secret producer of this live stream because if it weren't for you, would I'd have a lot less images to show when these reveals happen. That's for sure. Save me print screening all day long. That's for sure. So thank you, Toy Arc. So let's get into it, shall we? Let's get into it. I'm just going to take a sip of drink and we'll start breaking this down. Okay, I hope people have been screenshotting, sharing this on your Instagrams and whatnot because we're about to break it down. I'm just going to share this once more on Twitter. Again, I've not promoted this live stream, so shout out to the replay crew. But if you're here live, then thank you because, again, I didn't really tell many people what we were doing, where we were doing it, and what time we were doing it. So let me post it on Instagram, Twitter one more time. Okay, cool. Okay, so first reveal. Just getting into the reveals. They did talk about some other Marvel Legends stuff warming up. They said some shout outs. They showed some stuff of the Spider-Man reveals and the 20th anniversary stuff. All stuff we already know about, okay? So that's all well and good. They have to do that at the panel. Let's talk about what's new, what the new reveals are. And the first one was a what if reveal, which I don't think any of us expected, but I'm not mad about it because I know it's what if, but there's no reason this can't fit anywhere in your collection. They revealed technically an MCU, even though it's animated, it's still MCU, Howard the Duck. Now, Howard the Duck has appeared in the live-action Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. So even though this is an animated style, he was animated in those two films as well. Do you know? So there's no reason why this can't be used in an MCU display, in a comic display. This is just a nice updated comic or MCU or whatever you want, Howard the Duck for your collection. And before we get to Rich, he's not alone. It's technically, I use that with quotation bubbles, a 2-pack because he comes with an Ant-Man head in a jar, Futurama style. So again, sorry if the pictures are all over the place. I'm on Toy Arc and I think I need to refresh. But yeah, there you go. So Howard the Duck and Ant-Man from the new What If wave. This is going to be the second Disney Plus wave of the year, which is probably going to be What If heavy. But what do you think, Rich? Howard the Duck and Ant-Man in a jar?
Yeah, so like you said, Howard the Duck looks really, really good. Like, I know it's What If accurate, but it also looks like the most recent comic book run by like Chip Zdarsky, and it was like a modern day Howard the Duck, like in the Marvel universe in the 616 proper, and it looks like that as well. So like you said, it can fit in your comic book run, it can fit in your What If run, it could even fit in your MCU run because he's a duck at the end of the day, isn't he? So it looks really, really good. Wasn't expecting him to come with the Ant-Man accessory, but I'm happy about that. But he's small. He looks like small. So is he going to come with like a huge, big builder piece? Like that's what usually happens with these small characters. Like when we had Spider-Ham in that Venom wave.
Yeah, I assume so. Usually the smallest figure does come with a big Build-A-Figure piece. So now we can start speculating about what the Build-A-Figure is. And remember, it doesn't have to be a what-if Build-A-Figure. This is Disney Plus now, so it could be anything. But again, I don't even think these two were in the same episode together. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm assuming as well you'll be able to pop off the head for Paul Rudd and put anyone's head in there you want. So if you get a selfie series a face of yourself made, you can pop it in that glass jar and just be a head floating around in the Marvel universe. So I do like fun little accessories like that. So not mad about it at all. Howard the Duck, we haven't had in figure form for a long time. I think we got him packed in with like Silver Surfer or something random years ago. So I don't think we've had him in the modern Hasbro era. I know they did a 3 3/4 box set of like the collector's front row room a few years back during the Guardians of the Galaxy hype, but not in 6-inch. So I'm hoping he's at least comes up to the waist. He's at least taller than Spider-Ham anyway. But again, he will be smaller. But yeah, Howard the Duck, pleasantly surprised, but not mad at it at all.
Has he got leg articulation? That's what I'm trying to look at.
From the images, and again, these are blurry pictures we have. Again, we haven't got nothing promo. This stream happened a matter of minutes ago. They don't look articulated, do they, to be fair? I can't see any cut for any joint.
Maybe an ankle joint, that's about it. I can't see any knee joint or any like thigh cut or anything, or like hips.
can try and zoom. Okay, there you go. So yeah, no, it doesn't look like any cut in the legs. So no knee articulation. Probably a waist swivel. Probably the legs swivel a little bit, or the feet swivel side to side. But yeah, he's probably another static figure. Arms have elbow joints, of course. Head probably rotates. Limited articulation, let's say that. But still, he's Howard the Duck. You can have him standing there. Is the hat removable? I don't know. We'll find out. But it's hanging off his head there. I'm assuming it might be stuck on his head. But it could be a nice touch to be removable. But yeah, interesting. Do we like Howard the Duck, by the way? Can we get some hits and misses? I know that's old school. We haven't done that for a while. As these reveals start coming through, can we get some hits or some misses? And I will read a couple out for each one as we roll through. Just like old times, people, all right? So give me a hit or give me a miss on these if you like them on the way through. But it's a hit from me, and it's a hit from Rich on Howard the Duck so far. With Ant-Man, of course. So technically, a 2-pack. Okay. Let's keep going through. Now, if the order's messed up, I apologise. I'm blindly pressing next here, and they weren't in order last time I checked, but I'll keep going back. So, in regards to Howard the Duck and Ant-Man, we have got a lot of hits, a couple of misses in there, though. But George hit, Odd Mr. Williams hit, Big Will says miss, Cloud hit, Jason hit, California Red Devil hit, Shavin hit, McButter Goldham's a miss, Baraka the Collector is a hit, Damien's hit, Rob Pollock says it's a miss, sorry. Rob, you're a channel member now. Use the emojis, the assigned emojis. Come on now. It's quicker than typing the words. Jamie with the hit, with the duck. I assumed he'd like Howard the Duck. If you're a Legend of Liquor fan, Howard the Duck he's a shoo-in for the Who Crew at this point. Come on now, like he has Who Crew potential all over him, but he is technically an MCU figure, so he may have to join Obadiah Stane.
He's going to be the Zoo Crew now by next year.
Okay, cool. Let's keep going. Okay, so this one was Brandon's favourite reveal, and I can see why. This is He Who Remains. A lot of people will say Kang.
It's not Kang. Don't say that. Rich McGowan's in the chat. He will correct you. It's not Kang.
I didn't say I said it was Kang. I said a lot of people would say it was Kang, but it is a variant of someone who may be Kang.
I can't do another show with that again.
Entitled He Who Remains, played by Jonathan Majors. Now, we've only seen him in one episode of one Disney Plus show, but he's obviously going to play many variants of Kang throughout the MCU for a while, expected to be an Ant-Man as well. But he looks really good here. The likeness, from what we can see, looks pretty good as well. I love the long jacket. He seems completely pinless. He seems all new, and he even comes with a little apple to hold as well from the episode. So did they show anything out? We'll see what I mean. It's a mess. So yeah, they don't show what wave this is from, what Build-A-Figure. We're assuming he's in the same wave as Howard the Duck and
I think they said the second Disney Plus wave of the year. So it's not.
So this year.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll see these this year. That's good to know. We don't know. Again, we don't know any details apart from what they told us today. But I assume he's in the same wave as Howard the Duck and Ant-Man. Yeah. But He Who Remains. What do you think, Rich?
Yeah, a great looking figure. I think I've mentioned on the channel before, I didn't particularly like Loki, and I definitely didn't like the last episode. So no one that I need, but Brandon and other people love this character, love this portrayal. So yeah, great looking. It looks exactly like him. Great looking figure. Lots of detail, really nice looking figure for your shelves. If you like Loki, and if you didn't, you save some money. So not bad.
Yeah. Unless he comes with a Build-A-Figure piece that you really want, and then
don't do that to me. Don't do that to me now.
We shall see. We don't know yet, but we shall see. But yeah, I do think Jonathan Majors has a bigger role to play in the MCU moving forward. So, but yeah, it's nice to have that, because again, Loki sort of was leading to that big moment, and he did have a whole episode to himself. So he's a character that's going to be around for a while. So I'm happy to have him in the collection in plastic for the shelf already. So I'm quite happy to add Jonathan Majors, aka He Who Remains, to the shelf with Sylvie, with Mobius, and with Loki as well. So yeah, really good. In the chat, Sinister Mason with the hit, Golden with a hit, Optic Blast with a hit, George W with the hit, Greg is just chanting He Who Remains, He Who Remains. Northern Nomad says bada bing, bada bong, bada bang, here comes Kang, 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 Kang. Okay, is that a song? KSM Kyle says hit. The apple is perfect accessory. It is indeed. Jay's Toys Collection UK says hit. Liked him in Loki. Mini Plastic Multiverse says love Loki. Really wanted this figure. Yeah, Loki was one of the most popular series on Disney Plus. Like I think they've actually said that out loud. Like the most viewed Disney Plus so far in the MCU. So a lot of people liked it, and a lot of people are excited to see this figure again, including myself. Rich is waiting for the Build-A-Figure announcement, but it's still a nice looking figure. Okay, so let me bounce back out and go through some of these images because they're all over the place. Okay, so another Loki one. This may have been revealed before He Who Remains, but still, the order's a mess. But anyway, more Loki, and this is Richard E. Grant, aka sort of old man Loki, aka classic looking Loki. And now we can only see these blurry images, but so far, Rich, he looks pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah, so I'm not a fan of Loki, but I'm a fan of Richard E. Grant, and this figure looks really amazing. Like, it's like that classic Loki, like updated for the MCU. It just looks fantastic. If he came with an alligator, crocodile Loki, sorry, apologies to all the alligators out there, but if he came with like a little crocodile Loki, that would be even better. Or even like a Throg or something like that, but just a really cracking looking figure. So yeah, this one will be one I will pick up.
Yeah, for sure. And I love how they've given 2 head sculpts as well. So you've got like an angry one and a normal one. I like options, and again, especially for new characters as well. So and they seem like new accessory pieces. I think Ryan did say new accessory pieces on the arms that sort of wrap around, which look pretty good. It looks like he's holding them as well. Let me see if I can.
Got him like in his hand and then wrapped around as well.
Let me see if I can do a little zoom. Again, we're doing this is CSI stuff right here today. Enhance. Okay, we're enhancing. Yeah, it looks like they're proper like smudged into his hands and then wrapping around the wrist. They seem like an update on the old sort of Scarlet Witch sort of effects that we've seen many times in Marvel Legends. But they look good. I like when Hasbro slowly update the accessory pieces. But yeah, the costume looks great. Looking there, looks like it's new sculpted pieces.
Good likeness as well, I think.
Great likeness. Pinless as well, which we know we appreciate in this new era. And yes, spot on. Like the classic Loki look is such a simple design as well, and they didn't even try and modernize it or anything. They just literally turned it into reality, and really like this a lot.
Richard Moore in the chat says it looks just like the 1970s Loki. I could argue you could even fit this into a comic book display. You put him at the back because that costume just looks like iconic, doesn't it? It looks much better than the last Loki we had in the comic book line as well.
The Loki we got on the retro card wasn't too bad, to be fair. That was definitely an upgrade to that previous one we got in some random Avengers wave. But you're not wrong. Both of them are so similar, comic to MCU. You can put them wherever you want. But again, there were so many Loki variants, they could have went in any direction, but I'm glad they went in this one. This could have been a free pack with like you said, a Crocodile Loki and Kid Loki. And what was the other one? The Boastful Loki or something like that? I can't remember.
It was 4 of them when it all together.
Yeah, lots of them. So again, another nice new character. And again, I always like adding brand new characters to an MCU display. And classic Loki now. So that makes this him and He Who Remains will take having 5 unique characters from the Loki series, which means 2 from WandaVision, and WandaVision was the first show released. So poor WandaVision hasn't got any figures. No Jimmy Woo, no Agatha Harkness, but Loki, who came out a couple of shows after, now has 5 figures with Sylvie, 2 versions of Loki, which we'll get into in a second. But first, California Red Devil with the super chat.
California Red Devil donated $4.99. Just wanted to say thanks for the new emoji. Now we have hit, miss, and Donnie for super duper miss.
That's not what it's there for. That's not what it's there for, California Red Devil. That is not the reason Donatello is an emoji. Donatello is an emoji because he is the best turtle. California Red Devil, I appreciate the super chat. He says, just wants to say thanks for the new emoji. Now we have hit, miss, and Donnie for the super duper miss. Cheers. That's not true, right? Don't listen to him. He's spreading lies in the chat. Donnie's a great emoji. And remember, we also have hippo emoji, and we don't have a hippo yet. I was on the edge of my seat thinking we were going to get a hippo reveal, by the way. I'm not going to lie to you. And we also have our Bumpire emoji as well, because we love Hasbro. So new emojis in the chat for the channel members. Please feel free to use them, have some fun. See, California Red Devil showing off his favourite turtle again. See? Donnie. Okay, next Loki reveal. As I said, I just mentioned there are 2 versions of Loki now, and this is why there is 2. They revealed the Tesseract and Loki pack. Now, I already have the Tesseract because I brought it with the Red Skull that came maybe 2018, 19, somewhere in there. But this is an updated Tesseract. Now, it's just a glowing cube, let's be honest, but if you're into that type of stuff, there it is. And the Loki is now the same Loki that we previously got. New hair sculpt Ryan Ting added, and also without the jacket, and he's got like the sort of straps, the holster strap thing. Suspenders, yeah. And he's got like a weapon of some sort as well. So there he is. It seems like it may be the same facial expression and the same head sculpt, just with new hair. It seems that way. But Loki's behind me. Does seem it's their same head, just with different hair. But he could also put his weapon in the back as well. Amanda is home, by the way. Amanda has come home. So we're not.
Hooray! Amanda get home.
So we're not streaming until 2 a.m. All right, cancel the plan. Cancel the inner circle. No streaming until 2 a.m. We're just here for the little bit. Okay, so yeah, there's Loki and the Tesseract. So what do you think of Loki and the Tesseract?
I quite like this. It looks like a good update. I mean, if you've got the other Loki, do you really need this? And if you're not a fan of Loki, do you really need this? But I like that Tesseract as well. So depending on the price of this, I would maybe get this depending on how much it's going to be. Price is going to be my issue with this one.
Yeah, pre-order for this goes up very soon. They've already announced that. They said it'll be on Pulse, very easy to get. And it is an updated version of that Tesseract. I should have got the old Tesseract down if I knew where it bloody was to show off.
You had the Hasbro Pulse Tesseract last year, didn't you? From in your promo pack.
It's here somewhere. That's not far away. I think I've got Venusaur standing on top of it. Shout out Venusaur. Yeah, here it is. I don't even know if it still works. Let me have a look. This is the Hasbro Tesseract. Let me press it. Oh, no, it's dead. It's dead. Okay, it doesn't work. It's dead. But there you go.
Oh, it's a good job you didn't press that, because it would be like Thundercats for Butt Pirates. They'd all be joining us.
Yeah. Foot Pirates. Oh! There you go. But yeah, there you go. So it's a Tesseract, not this Tesseract, but a Tesseract all the same. I actually prefer this Loki as well to the Loki with the TVA jacket on, because he only had the TVA jacket on for like one episode, and then he clearly got a little bit too hot and took it off. So this is like a better look for Loki throughout the show, to be fair. So am I going to buy another Tesseract to get this version of Loki? Probably. I'm an idiot button pirate, so we shall see.
And I've always thought this with the roleplay items, because like I own none of the roleplay items, but if they started putting figures in with the roleplay items, I might get them. So this could be like the way forward now if they start putting like things in.
Don't say that too loud. Some of those roleplay items are not cheap. So
no.
It's clever marketing though, and yeah, would be suckers. But so far only with the Tesseract. I'm assuming because it's so small, and to keep the price point high, they need to add something. So last time we got Red Skull, now we get Loki. But at least they're unique figures, not just repacks. It's a variant Loki, if you will. See what I did there? Variant Loki? Oh, never mind. Wasted. Okay. Okay, let's go through the images. What was next? I'm trying to think. Okay, where's my list? Because there's loads of stuff, and I'm trying to go through within order. So we got the Loki, Tesseract, and then we got the Black Panther stuff. Let me find that. Okay. So the first one, I can't say this name, Rich. You're gonna have to say this name for me. It is an army builder of some sort of Black Panther Sentry, Hatu
Sirase.
Oh, I was gonna be close if I attempted it. I said Hatu. I was nearly there. So I've not read the modern version of Black Panther. Do you know, like the 2008 run? Like,
yeah,
I haven't read that particular run. So I'm assuming these are from that era.
So yeah, this is like the other personal army of the Black Panther. They kind of led by Black Panther's like adopted brother, who is the White Wolf in the comic books. It's not Bucky Barnes. And these are like the secret police of Wakanda. So they try and defend Wakanda, but then like due to the politics of it, they turn on Black Panther, and then like they become an enemy of him. But then I think they've come back in the comics recently, back and working for Wakanda again. So again, they are an army builder figure. Obviously, it's just the Black Panther scalp, but in white. But it's a pretty nice looking figure. It's an interesting army builder. But I think, like they said, this is not going to be in the army builder packaging. This is going to be like part of an actual wave. So it's an interesting way to go. And obviously, it's a comic book Black Panther figure. So could we see it in a Black Panther movie line, maybe? Could that be like a couple of comic book figures in there?
Yeah, I think that's the educated guess here. Even Ryan Ting was sort of joking about how obvious it is of where this is going to end up being. He even said by the end of the weekend as well, and our Shavin in the chat has just said the same, that we may get a Wakanda Forever wave revealed before the end of the weekend, because the Marvel Studios panel is tonight, isn't it? Saturday night, so early in the hours in the morning for us. But it is very likely at some point this evening we are going to see
We're Friday today.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, ignore me. Everything I just said counts, but for tomorrow, okay? So it's very likely that at some point tomorrow evening, late hours in the morning, for Sunday morning for us, we will get our very first look or trailer or teaser of Black Panther Wakanda Forever, who we don't really know much about, obviously because of the tragic passing of Chadwick, and they're going to have to change the direction of the film. No one really knows what direction they're going and what story they're telling, so I am very curious about Black Panther, and I'm sure it entitles new figures too.
If the chat is you and curious and wants to see your reactions and would prefer a much uglier face than mine with laser pants tomorrow, tune into Laser Pants Live on the 3POA podcast.
I don't think the panel won't even have happened when I'm doing Laser Pants Live at 10 p.m. UK
Oh, you're
time.
doing it earlier? Okay,
yeah. So it won't even be for that. But at some point this weekend we'll find out about it. And again, maybe a whole wave. We're assuming a whole wave of Disney Plus of Wakanda Forever live action figures, and these are the 2 comic figures. So we've got this one and then another one, which is a brand new comic Black Panther. This is something else that Brandon mentioned. He was eager to get a new Black Panther figure. He's just a little bit disappointed about the body mold. Now, we shouldn't be too disappointed, because out of the plethora of Marvel Legends body molds, they've not chose the worst one by any means. It's just in regards to articulation, I think people may have wanted a little bit more. But this is the brand new, completely pinless, butterfly joints, double jointed knees, all that good stuff, Vulcan body mold. So if you've got the Vulcan, you already know what to expect. And it is an update. No matter what you say, this is still clearly an update on any Black Panther figure you've got. The previous Black Panther figures have all got pins. Most of them were on the Bucky Cap body, the old Bucky Cap. So this is still an upgrade. It will look a lot better aesthetically as well. He's got like a half cape on as well, which is quite a modern look as well for Black Panther. He's got is it like a white or a blue tinge? You know, like the old Black Panther had that blue tinge. So I don't know. I can't tell from the images if it's like bright white or like a blue tinge to it. But he looks good all the same. What do you think of the comic Black Panther?
Yeah, really like this figure. Again, like you said, it's all pinless. I thought they were going to use the Spider-Man body, the super articulated body. I think that's what a lot of people were thinking. But again, this body is still good. It's like the second best body Marvel got at the minute. So and like you said, it's a much needed upgrade on a comic book Black Panther figure, who I think it was like the vintage wave. I think that was the last comic book Black Panther
the best
that we
comic
had.
Black Panther is on that grey card. For Legends, there are new sculpted I scrolled too far. There are new sculpted like lower shin boot area, like with those, you can see the actual sculpted elements, and it's also got like those toe shoes and the same on the wrists as well. So it is all new from what I can see, apart from obviously Vulcan body, but you know what I mean. It's a new in regards for Black Panther, and that cape is clearly going to be removable as well. So if you're not a fan of the half cape, that will come off, and you've got a nice, clean, slick Black Panther to update in your comic collection. So we've not seen what accessories come with any of these Black Panther figures yet. So
he's got a cape.
Yeah. I like to hope we could get an unmasked head or a second change of hands. Do you know, like some fisted hands would have been great. But you're right, he has got a cape. You're not wrong. They could probably get us like that. We got no. Oh, there's an example of accessories there, because you can see the 2 sets of hands, fisted hands and open palms. So maybe this is all you get. I don't know. They're clearly a Build-A-Figure piece too, maybe.
I just think, for an army builder, I don't know, it's hard though, because he's got a mask face to do an alternate head, but it all looks like where there's they come like in parachutes in the comic books, and they've got like air breathers on, so you could use that kind of look. I mean, I don't know. The hand didn't come with anything like extra heads, did it? When that shipped, that was just on its own, wasn't it?
It came with weapons, I think, a couple of swords.
Yeah, just weapons, but no
interchangeable heads. And army builders, like the Scroll, should have interchangeable heads, because that's the whole point of army building. So but again, I think for this particular version, you can let them off with the one head, because they do all look very similar. But at least we've got the interchangeable hands. On this guy, we don't know yet. And again, we're all assuming that these 2 figures will be in a Black Panther movie-centric wave, with a movie builder figure maybe, and movie figures in it. But we don't know anything about the character designs until Marvel Studios show us, hopefully Saturday night, which is tomorrow, not tonight, which I've learnt today. We shall see soon. And again, maybe by the end of the weekend, we will have Black Panther figures shown. Who knows? I don't know. We'll find out. Striding in the chat says the last Panther was on the Bucky Cap mod. That was a Walmart exclusive. You're not wrong, but the one we're talking about exists as well. So you know what I mean.
The one time we missed Brandon.
I know. Okay, cool. Striding also says he better get a set of fisted hands. We shall see. White Panther must be a bad guy. He's not. He's a good guy. He is the army, the infantry of Wakanda.
They do kind of like turn at one point as well and do fight against Black Panther when they work in for his brother. So you kind of can play it on both sides. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Okay, so on the Black Panther figures in general, people, what is the consensus? Hit or a miss on these guys? All right, let me see some in the chat. Obi-Wan Cajones, he says, hello boys, driving home from work and always happy to catch these lads talking toys. How you doing, my friend? And drive safe, and yes, let's talk some toys, my friend. Richard Moore says, favourite reveal to this Black Panther. Lawson says, Black Panther with the white gloves and boots. Yes, it does. I'm assuming they are white. They just look a little bit blue tinted through this image. But yeah, I'm assuming they are white. Jason Lopez says, my guesses for the MC figures in this wave are Shuri, Okoye, Riri, and Namor. Yeah, Riri Williams for the first time in Legends, and same as Namor. But again, we need to see the trailer. We need to see some actual synopsis of the movie, because technically, apart from the leaks, we shouldn't know anything. Have they even announced that Namor's in it? Is that an announcement? Have they said that officially, or we just know that?
Not officially, but we've seen like art and we've seen certain things.
So yeah, we need to wait for those official reveals.
If anyone is looking for leaks, Rectangular had a new video up this week as well, so go and check that out.
Back to his old tricks, is he? Oh, okay. Shout out Todd. I'm sure there's something today we're going to show that he's going to be happy about. Mini Plastic Moreverse with a hit. Big Will with a hit. Richard Moore with a hit. Optic Blast with a hit. Jay's Toys Collection UK says Black Series just announced another lightsaber. Will they never learn? We are not talking about that, Jay, but thanks for the update. True Fiasco says hit on Black Panther. Odd Mr. Williams says hit. These are definitely a hit for me. Need at least 3. A Graffiti Toy says hit. Brian says that cape will need soft goods wire replacement. Yeah, that would look... I can imagine people replacing that. Maybe Rebel 10 Customs can hook you up like she did with me and my Mastermind. Look at that. Shout out Rebel 10 Customs. Now I have...
That is nice.
Mastermind and Jason...
Wingard,
thank you. I always want to say Hargreaves. Who the fuck is Jason Hargreaves? Maybe I know someone called Jason Hargreaves.
Did you go to school with Jason Hargreaves?
Maybe. He was mates with Tim Foyle.
I knew you were going to say Tim Foyle.
But there you go. Anyway, shout out Rebel 10 Customs. I'm sure she can hook us up with a half cape for our new Black Panther. But yes, you're not wrong. Okay. Hit from Arshavin, and there you go. Rob Pollux found the hit emoji. Thank you very much, Rob. Much appreciated. Right, okay. Okay, so let me bounce back. Let me go. I'm trying to go through in order of these reveals here, people. So after Black Panther, they moved on to sort of more Spider-Man reveals. Okay, so so it was a couple of deep cut Spider-Man figures first. Okay, so let me find these. And Rich can't wait to tell you all about them either. So get ready, Rich. First reveal. Okay, so they basically sort of teased that Spider-Man. I didn't tease. They sort of said that Spider-Man has the best rogues gallery. Now, I know a lot of people would argue maybe Batman. But in regards to Marvel, I would say, yeah, Spider-Man does have the best rogues gallery. At least in my opinion anyway. Would you disagree, Rich? Do you have another opinion?
Yeah. What was the question? Sorry.
You just too late. You said yes. Send me all the details. I'm draining the bank. No, I'm joking. I said Spider-Man has the best rose gallery, at least within the Marvel concept. Or would you argue X-Men? You'll probably say X-Men, won't you?
I'd say X-Men, yeah, but then I'm an X-Men fan, so...
Yeah. Okay, that's a stupid question then. Anyway, Spider-Man rose galleries. Now, these are deep cuts, very much deep cuts. They were calling them weirdos, and they were basically teasing that there's going to be a whole weirdos line, because the way they were talking, it's like there's going to be more weirdos in this lineup. So we shall see how it pans out. So we don't know any more details apart from these announcements. But the first one, for the very first time, and again, as wacky as these are, I like adding brand new characters to the display that we've never had before, not just in Legends form, in like action figure form at all, unless Rob Pollock tells me there's been a mini-mate. But it is, of course, the Human Fly, the very sought after Human Fly. He's been on a lot of people's wish lists for a long time, and now finally, here he is, in plastic. It's happening. Rich, I can see the excitement on your face. The Human Fly. You like it?
So yeah, like a real deep cut. So again, like if you thought like White Rabbit and Frogman was obscure, here is the Human Fly. So this is like Richard Deacon. He first shows up in the Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 10 in 1976. I just read that on Wikipedia because I know very little about this character. Like he shows up like later on, like he gets revived by the Hood. And like that's where I know him from. But like classic Spider-Man is not my era. But a really nice looking figure, like those wings. Like it's just like a deep cut. It's like, where is this gonna fit though? Because as far as we know, there hasn't been announced like another comic book Spider-Man wave. Obviously, we had the retro figure earlier in the year. We've had the summer of Spider-Man with the Beyond Amazing line. So where is this one going then?
Yeah, I reckon. Do you know like the Bring on the Bad Guys was like a bad guys theme? I reckon there's gonna be like a Z-list villains sort of weirdos line maybe, and this is gonna be a new weird Build-A-Figure wave, which I would say bring it on.
Like a Sinister Syndicate line, because I mean everything they've announced is a Spider-Man villain so far, so it could be some kind of like that. Yeah,
wouldn't be mad at that at all. So you can see he sort of have like bluey translucent wings and nice screaming head sculpt. So he comes with a screaming head sculpt. Siren doesn't know, but anyway, that's a story for another day. I can't tell what body is on, but he's got the pins. And he seems a little bit chunkier. So I think it may be like the US agent sort of wolf cat body, it seems. But I could be wrong. I'm not very good at placing that guess the book game. The comments always tell me I'm wrong on YouTube. But the figure looks nice. And again, yes, you may not want this to your collection. That's absolutely fine. But you have to appreciate that Hasbro are digging deep and giving us characters and figures that we've never had before. Like, we could have got another Wolverine. But did we need one? No, we don't. Give us the Human Fly. Do you know what I mean? He can be a background character on your display. And he looks great. Again, I like these wacky, crazy characters. Bring on the jobbers, says Jason Lopez. Of course. You need jobbers. Of course you do. You need someone quick they can beat up. Okay, so there's the first jobber. The next one is they brought up Robo. Now, poor Robo, I don't know if he wanted to go up or not, but everyone loves Robo. There's not everyone. I don't know anyone who doesn't like Robo, and the whole crowd were chanting Robo, Robo. So he reluctantly went up, and they revealed this figure who apparently is from Robo's hometown. So it is Razorback. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, this isn't a character that I'm like super familiar with either. The character design definitely like rings a bell to a certain degree. Like maybe I've seen him on some sort of Spider-Man panel throughout my years of reading, but it's not a character that I could spring and tell you about. But I can tell you he's from Arkansas. I know that because I know Robo's from Arkansas, so I know something. And I know he's got like a pig head or a warthog head, but I don't know if he has any powers or anything. Can you tell me anything about this guy, Rich?
So yeah, I think I know him from, he turned up in the She-Hulk run after the Spider-Man, and he like they said he was like a mutant, and like he's got like powers to like drive any vehicle. That's his like mutant powers.
With a pig head? What's that got to do with his power?
So if you put him in a car, like he can drive a car. If you put him like on a plane, he can drive a plane. Any vehicle, like he can drive. That's his like superpower. No idea. Just because. Why not?
Sense.
If you can drive anything you want, wouldn't you put a blooming pig on your face?
I guess I would now. But yeah, okay, that's an interesting power set. I assumed he could snort like a pig or something. Maybe he still can. But yeah, let's have a look at this guy because he comes. I don't know if he comes with two heads. The hands are the same as on both images. Maybe he comes with different facial expressions, like face plates. I don't know. Like maybe nothing at all. But if I can get a closer look at the image, do a bit of enhancing. There you go. There he is. It looks like pretty good for what it is. Like
yeah,
it's a man's head in a warthog helmet type thing. So, and it's a separate piece that sits over the neck. So I'm assuming it's on a big dumbbell joint. So you might get a little bit of rotation in there. But yeah, it doesn't look bad for what it is. Like, you can't be mad. Like, you may not want Razorback in your collection, but you cannot be mad at the execution here. I think they've done a pretty good job. So, Rich, what do you think of Flyman and Razorback, the Human Fly and Razorback? Do you want to add these to your collection just for the pure wackiness, or are you skipping over?
Razorback, I will. Yeah, like I said, he showed up in the John Byrne She-Hulk run, which is like one of the best She-Hulk runs, one of the best female comic books. I think is a really good run. So it's just like really good comic book. And this character, I know the body's quite basic, but that headpiece just looks great. So yeah, I definitely get him. Human Fly, I like the wings, I like the head sculpt. I'm not sure. I'll wait to see it in hand or see what else ends up in this wave. So see what's happening.
Yeah, so again, we're assuming, again, no details were told, but they showed us 2 Z-list wacky Spider-Man villains. And the lights are flashing, by the way, because we've got 250 tonight, which is always fun. After reveals, people are just excited to talk toys, so the lights are flashing in the background now. Much appreciated.
Amanda's saying you can't buy Pigman, you have a pig dog.
By the way, Teddy he basically doesn't bark like a dog, he snorts like a pig, so that's what she's talking about. She's not wrong. But yeah, if you are new here and you want to get involved, again, super chats are open, people. Tell me your favourite reveals. Friday will literally read them out loud, anything over £4 or $4, alright? So get involved with the conversation. I want to know what your guys' favourite reveals are, especially as we're sort of coming to the end of what the reveals are today. There's still a few more, of course, but as I said, I've always got a plug. That's what we would do around here. So anything over £4 or $4, Friday we'll read it out and get involved in today's show. Forever be on the history of YouTube on today's show, all right? Much appreciated. All right, now back to Warthog, Pigman, and the Human Fly. I want to see some hits and misses for these two, okay, combined. Are you interested in these wacky characters? Now, don't put miss just because you're not going to buy them. I want to know your reactions. Do you reckon they look like good figures or anything like that? Justin has become a channel member. Thank you so much, Justin. I appreciate that. Welcome to the members club. You can get involved with the Legends and Liquor now. Come and talk some toys with the usual suspects in the inner circle. We appreciate that. So thank you very much, Justin. Omega Weapon says this guy belongs in the Who crew. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a little bit worried that this whole crew of wacky characters they're about to release in Legends form could all have Who crew potential. I'm not going to lie to you. The Who crew may become a Who crew army at some point. Yeah, they do look pretty good. So, okay, so we're getting a lot of hits, actually, which I quite like for this. So Rob Pollock with a double hit. Javi Man with a hit. Shavin says, I'm tempted, but it's a hit. Laser Pants says we need a spot, and that is very true, but they may be saving that for the Into the Spider-Verse second movie, since he's the main villain. We shall see, but I definitely want a spot for Spider-Man Showers for sure. So yeah, Laser Pants with the hits, Literal Action Figs with the hits, Raiden with the hits, Lowton says Human Fire and Razorback hits for me. Cloud says love the crazy characters, they're both hits. Hit for both, says Toy Graffiti. True Fiasco hits, but I ain't buying them, and that's what I like. You can appreciate good-looking, crazy figures. Again, new characters that we've never had in figure form before. Big Will 2K99 using the channel membership token to show some love. He says favourite reveals: Scorpion, Beast, and Spidey's friends. And that will lead us perfectly, Big Will, into those next reveals, because we're yet to talk about them, but we will right now. So I do think the next reveal after these were oh no, there's more Spider-Man. Okay, before we get to those retro card backs, which you know I'm a little bit excited for, there were a couple more Spidey figures revealed. So first, Agony. So you know the symbiote crew there. We've already got Phage, Lasher, and Scream, which are the green, yellow, and the green. Yeah, they're all behind me. I can literally just
like orange is Phage, and he's like orange yellow.
Right, I'll probably knock them all over, but they're here, so I'm going to get them out. Okay, so there's Lasher, who's got like this superior Spider-Man or something thing. So here's green. Then we've got Scream and Phage. Oh, I'm going to regret doing this now. All these figures are going to fall. I got money in the bank. Yeah, I told you I'd regret doing that.
California Red Devil. $4.99. A warthog has as much to do with driving as much as a Ninja Turtle has to do with computer hacking. But I love obscure characters. Rocket Racer.
Okay, I'll give you that one, California Red Devil. I will give you that. He says a warthog has much to do with driving as a Ninja Turtle does with computer hacking. But I love obscure characters. Rocket Racer. He's not wrong. He makes a valid point. I will retract my previous statements about the stupid Razorback powers. Anyway, I was showing these off, okay? So we've got Scream. She's yellow. We have got Phage, who is sort of mustard, if you will. And then we've got Lasher, who is green, all right? But we need Riot and we need Agony to complete that sort of five. I was about to say Future Foundation, but they're not. They're Life Foundation, ain't they? The Life Foundation of symbiotes, yeah. So to be honest, I really like this. She is on the new Shriek body. as well, which I really appreciate. The best female Marvel Legend body currently available to us, so you can't be mad at that choice. The head sculpt looks really nice as well, and it's a character we did need to add to this crew. All right, so very happy with Agony. However, the next one, that's not that one. It's Black Panther. Where is he? He's here somewhere. There's an image of him. It is Riot. Now, Riot is on basically, they've used his body for Monster Venom a couple of times. They've sort of used it for, I think it's Toxin as well, but Toxin had more pieces on the back. Anyway, Riot has seemed to fluctuate in size, but I would have preferred, I'm not going to lie, if I have to be nitpicky here, I would have preferred Riot to be like the same scale as all these guys. Do you know, like, so they're all sort of 6 inches, they're all sort of on par with each other. But now Riot's going to be the big brute of the crew. What do you think of these two anyway, Rich?
Yeah, Riot was always bigger. It depends like who drew it, but Riot was always the bigger one in the comic books. So I mean, I think it fits quite well. Obviously, Agony on that new pinless body is amazing, and hopefully it should like differentiate it from Scream. But I've been thinking, literally, actually, I just put in the chat as well, that he's thinking that this is the next 5-pack box set with reissues of the other 3. I could see that happening as well, because it's like they kind of showed Human Fly, and then they showed Razorback, and then there was kind of a bit of gap, and then they showed these ones. They didn't say these were all going to be in the same wave.
But Ryan did show off the other previous 3 figures to sort of say that they're out there, which for me sort of makes me think he's letting you know they're already out there, rather than there's going to be a 5-pack coming, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Because he did sort of talk about where those figures are and they already exist, which is him reminding you that these are completing a team. I don't think they'd do that if they were revealing a new box set. That's all.
I don't know, though. I wouldn't put anything past them. So I'm still with Little Action Figs, and I still think that it could be that we get a new 5-pack of these guys.
As I said, you could be spot on. We shall see. Time will tell. I don't think people will be mad at that, because some of these figures are not easy to get anymore. Like, any figures in the Spider-Verse world always go up on the aftermarket. They seem plentiful at first. Like, you may see them on sale for a while, but then when they start disappearing from retail, they start creeping up in price. So I haven't checked the aftermarket price for some of these, but that Monster Venom wave that this guy came in on the white card, that's not cheap on the aftermarket. So I guarantee your phages are easy to get. Same as Scream, because Scream was in the new sort of Venom movie as well. So I know it's not accurate to her portrayal in that, but still, the character, that usually gives them a little bit of a hype. So yeah, Symbiote Foundation, Life Foundation, now you can complete the 5 core members. And then, of course, you have Daddy-O, Venom, and you have Carnage, and then you have got Toxin, and there's a whole tree of like symbiote families, and then the king of all symbiotes is, of course, Null. But has he got the right paint apps? Find out on the next episode of Dan Reviews Bad Paint Apps Marvel Legends. But yeah, Agony and Riot. Let's get some hits or misses for Agony and Riot in the chat. What are your opinions on Riot? Would you have preferred him to be like skinnier like the rest of the figures, or do you like the fact that he's a big and bulkier character? And of course, is Agony on the right body mold? Because again, you can't get a better female body mold than the one she's on. And yeah, I think she looks really good. Really good. I thought that was like pink translucent plastic at first, but it's not. It's just a pinkier against a darker red. But I like it. She looks great. So she's going to definitely pose up a lot nicer and probably stand a lot easier than her sister Scream will, that's for sure.
My Scream like kneels down because it's like with a hairpiece as well. She's quite heavy at the back and tends to fall over.
My Scream does the Fat Joe Terror Squad lean back on whoever's behind her. Literally. Lean back. Yeah, whoever's standing behind her holds Scream up for me, that's for sure. I
think it's the first time Agony's ever got a figure as well. Like Scream got one in the Toy Biz wave, but Agony never did, like back in the old 5-inch Toy Biz day. So it's nice to finally get an Agony figure.
We have talked about recently as well wanting to complete teams. Now, yes, this is an obscure small team that branches out into different things, but that core Life Foundation team is Lasher, Phage, Scream, Agony, and Riot. 5. So we've completed a team with these reveals. So however they come, we don't know. As I said, you guys can guess a 5-pack. I'm guessing, I don't know, maybe they stick a Venom in there as well and make it a 3-pack, you know, to try and make it desirable. I don't know. Probably not, because we just had a Venom.
Do you think there's any chance of that it's going to be a builder figure?
If he was a
builder figure, enough, isn't it?
If he was a builder figure, they might have said, do you know, like, they very, very rarely show us a builder figure before they show us the figures in that wave. If you know what I mean. So, I don't know.
They just did with Infinite Ultron.
No, but we knew what the figures were in that wave, right?
No, Infinite Ultron was the first reveal, I think.
Okay, maybe
was it not?
I don't know.
No, Hawkeye. Maybe Hawkeye was. Maybe it was Hawkeye. You're right.
But still, you're not wrong. Like that, we've seen the Build-A-Figure way before we see the rest of the wave, so we shall find out. I think Teddy just fell off the bed or something fell around me. I don't know. I've got headphones on. Is everyone alive? Is everyone okay? I can't hear. So yeah, maybe these were the comic figures in that Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse wave that has to be pushed to next year, and he was the Build-A-Figure, but they can't tell you that because that would have been revealed. Maybe, I don't know. We can speculate as much as we want, but we got a lot of hits in the chat for these guys. Marble Dog as well is saying big and bulky thumbs up for Riot, and then also a thumbs up for Agony. We got hits from Javiman, Jason, Cloud, David, Evan, and Smith, all saying hit. Optic Blast, Literal Action Figs. Miss, I only like Carnage and Venom, says Tyler. Arshavin says hit, but now I have to get the rest. See, that's the frustrating thing. If you haven't, that's with Legends, right? You can't. It's hard to pick and choose because you never know. You've got to think about the future. Do you know what I mean? Like when I buy figures, I want to build finished teams. I don't think, the rest of the team ain't here, so I'm not buying them. I buy them hoping at some point the teams will get complete. So, yeah, backtracking is probably going to be a little bit stressful because you're not going to be the only one that want to backtrack and get these, Arshavin. So, good luck, my friend. We wish you well on your future endeavours. But Pal says Logan Dance Toys. He says hit. They both look good to him. And Cloud also says, could Riot be a Build-A-Figure? We shall see. Bocat says now we need a hybrid. It's true. There are a few more sort of symbiote seeds and variants from Venom and Carnage that we haven't had in figure form yet, but they go deep. Do you know, like a lot of people get Venomized and there's spin-off stories, and you can basically do any Marvel character and Venomize them, and so yeah, they can go deep. There's lots more to go, I'm sure. Okay, let's keep going. So those Spider-Man reveals were there, and okay, yeah, so. Next up is the retro figures, which is beautiful because this is my bread and butter, people. All right, so Dan Yoon, very thankfully. Now this has been rumored for a while. We're hoping, and we were getting a new Scorpion because the last one, I'm definitely not taking him off the shelf because everyone will fall over. Doc Ock's already on the floor, for God's sake. I started that stream with figures on the shelf, but yes, I have a whole wall. I don't know if I've ever showed this wall off. Have you seen this wall before, Rich?
What? You've got a wall there? Whoa.
Yeah, I've got a wall, but it's not just a wall. It's got, from ceiling to floor, retro carded Spider-Man figures. Now, a lot of you people say, haha, your wall's full. Well, you don't know that I've just paid 10 grand to have my roof lifted. So, joke's on you. So, I can add more figures to this wall because this is a much more accurate Scorpion, and one that we wanted the first time round. We got the better colour tones, so thank you, Dan Yoon. He said he was fighting for these brighter, vibrant greens, and also the mask is more accurate to the animated show as well. Like if I can get a closer look, zoom in, enhance, you can see now the mask. On the previous one, it was like covering his whole face. Now you've actually got the chin, it's clear, and it's a lot more vibrant. This is much more accurate to my mind's eye of Scorpion from the animated show, right? So very happy with that first and foremost. We know it's got a bendy white hair as well. But Rich, do you know why I love it so much more?
Why do you love it so much more, Dan? Tell us.
It's on the retro card, Rich. The glorious Spider-Man retro card that I love so much. This line is the most nostalgic line I've got. If I had to get rid of everything in my collection, I think I'd keep my Spider-Man retro figures just to keep forever on card because they just look so good. So again, you know I'm in for two of these guaranteed. Long live retro. Now I know, before I jump to Rich, I know that Hasbro have put out a press release about certain collectibles not getting rid of plastic, but it was very heavily focused on 375 and towards Star Wars. Now they did mention Marvel and G.I. Joe in that press release, but until the Marvel team tell me, like until it comes out of Ryan and Dan's and Dwight's mouths that these retro cards are surviving into 2023, I don't want to believe it. Do you know what I mean? So, because it could just mean the Marvel 375 figures are staying with plastic, because that is its whole purpose. So that's a conversation we'll save for a different stream before people start jumping in the comments. But long live retro is all I'm saying. But Rich, Scorpion, any interest? Like it?
Yeah, 100%. This is the Scorpion that I think I said before I wanted all along. I didn't like the full mask cover dark green Scorpion. This to me is classic Scorpion. looks really, really good. Nice face sculpt on that. The colors, like you said, really pop. So yeah, I'll definitely be getting this one for my Sinister 6, Sinister 16, Sinister anything shelves.
Yeah. I told you, like, the Hasbro team need to give us all these A-list villains on this retro card, and I think Jesse even said that in the panel that they need to keep going. Another character that you guys are going to want in this retro card is Doc Ock with some bendy wires. Like, it makes such a difference to Doc Ock. So maybe that will happen one day in the future. If not, mod your own for the time being. It really does make a difference and so much more dynamic and fun.
Do you want that Doc Ock, or do you want the, like...
I want the armor. I want the actual animated, accurate armor. Because I had that toy. I remember, like, you pulled the back of his... He had, like, a peg on the back of him. You pulled it, and his arms just, like, pulsated or something. Anyway, I remember Doc Ock. Definitely had him as a kid, so I'd love him on the retro card. And he's one of the Sinister Six that we need. We nearly have got the Sinister Six on the retro card, but we don't have Doc Ock. We need Doc Ock. We need Chameleon still. I don't understand how they've not done Chameleon on this card yet. So if retros are staying, as again, we pray to the figure gods that they are, we need Chameleon and Doc Ock. Doc Ock can be on a bigger card if need be, but you're not going to please people unless Doc Ock's on bendy wire tentacles. So you need to make that happen. Don't release another Doc Ock unless it's bendy wire tentacles. But even if you did and give him the armor and put him on a retro card, this idiot's going to buy two, so don't listen to me. So yeah, that was one retro card. So you know, I was enjoying this, Rich. I seen this revealed. I was like, more Spider-Man retro, another sort of A-list villain for me, very nostalgic to this show. But they just raised the bar, Rich. They raised the bar with this next reveal. I don't even know if there's any good pictures of this. But there he is. Look at that. Why is he so far away? I need to find a better picture. Let me scroll through this. Okay, there's Riot. There he is. There he is. So excited. All right, I'm going to let me scroll back and let this play for a second. Okay, so they were talking about Beast. Asking people would they want another Beast. I was at home, Rich, going, yes, we do. Don't know if they could hear me. I was shouting it loud, though. And they were like, do you want another head? I was like, yes. Do you want the glasses? I was like, yes. And then I was thinking, I was just like, retro card. Orange retro card. Now, it's a bit of a love-hate situation here, and you're going to know exactly why. But we are officially confirmed that the lab coat is for Beast. We're getting two heads, so he doesn't have to be screaming all the time. He's got the glasses, he's got the two beakers, he's got the lab coat, and we know this is a great figure already. Like, if you've got this Beast figure, you know it's a great Marvel Legend. But what makes this so beautiful is that my most wanted Marvel Legend on the orange retro card was Beast. And they finally did it. So, yeah, very, very happy with this. Rich, while that's playing, I'll pause it when it gets to the retro card. What do you think of this?
Yeah, like a great reveal, like on the retro card, I think makes it that bit better. Like you said, you love the Spider-Man retro cards. I love the X-Men retro cards. Not enough of them. And Beast is part of that classic animated X-Men team. So just a really good figure. I could have done without the jacket, to be honest with you. But I'm happy for the people out there who, like, I mean, if you've got a Beast before, at least it gives you a different Beast, I suppose. It's a little extra. So it's not too bad. I wish he didn't wear it in the packaging, but never mind. I'll still buy it.
Yeah, that is my only... If I have to be nitpicky here... Now, I love Beast. I love the Marvel Legend of Beast as well. I love that they gave him a re-release with the blue on this card. By the way, you're drinking Koppelberg, all right?
Yeah.
Have they finally sponsored the show? And they sent you a crate and not me or something?
They have, yeah. Oh. I took over your sponsorship. Sorry, Dan.
Ah, damn.
I got a cup as well, look.
Really need to sponsor us. So yeah, my gripe is also he's wearing the jacket on the card, because my mind's eye of Beast on this retro card, he wasn't wearing the jacket in the Toy Biz days. So if I have to be super nitpicky here, it's like it's Mr. Fantastic all over again. He's wearing the jacket on the card.
Yeah.
But that makes a lot more sense than just like folding it up and putting a white cube on a card. Do you know what I mean? So it's fine. I take it any way I can. So undoubtedly, probably my favourite reveal from today. It finally happened. Beast on the orange retro card. Blue Beast. My favourite X-Men character. Don't listen to Day Springs and the Power of X-Men podcast. They sort of know what they're talking about. But I'm talking animated Beast, all right? Animated Hank is the guy. Maybe not comic Hank, but that's another conversation. My love for Beast comes from the animated show. And yeah, Beast. Beautiful. Very happy with this. Can we get some hits or misses for Beast? And by the way, you're not allowed to put miss. Laserpants says, wow, Dan, you're such a hater, always bashing Hasbro. I know, I'm so harsh. I apologise, Hasbro, I take it all back. Hang on, there's an emoji for that. Laserpants, Laserpants, I'm surprised you're not a fan of my new emoji. It's the bum pirate emoji. It's a bum wearing a pirate's hat. It's the Hasbro bum pirate emoji. Who else has a Hasbro bum pirate emoji on their own live stream? Come on now. Waving the flag for the bum pirates around here. Loving this Beast. Any way they want to package him.
Is Laserpants not getting this Beast? I thought he would have liked this one.
We shall find out. I'll ask him. He'll play nice when he's with me. I'll ask him tomorrow. I'll ask him all the hard-hitting questions. He can pretend to like Hasbro tomorrow. He doesn't have to hate everything they do tomorrow. I'll get the joy out of him. I'll bring it out of him. All right?
He doesn't hate all Hasbro. He buys loads of
He gets really paranoid that I think he's a grumpy old man, so I'm just winding him up. I'm just reeling him in. Okay, lots of hits. There we go. He found the emoji. Beautiful. Yeah, lots of hits here. Odd Mr. William, Graffiti Toy, David Evan Smith, all love it. Richard Moore, Prophet, Beast, Blue Beast emoji. Yeah, I need to try and make that happen, don't I? Taylor, he says, hit, I'll get free. California Red Devil with the hits. Massive hits from Rob Pollock. Beast for me, of course. There, he used it. Thank you very much, Laserpants. Much appreciated. I made that just for you. And I'm glad you used it. Daz Smoke, the new face is sick. Omega Blast, lots of hits. Logan's Dan Toys with a hit with the screaming head. Yeah, this is good. So again, no official images of this yet. I don't think there's any on Pulse.
Greg said there are now on Pulse.
Okay. Let's jump to Pulse real quick and see if I can find them.
Professional tonight.
yeah. Again, we're so as I said, we're so fresh with the news. Okay, there you go. Let me press some buttons. There he is. There he is. And I was showing a grainy, blurry picture, and there's the actual one there. Sorry, I'm not a professional, really. I make it all up as I go along. But yeah, the blue skin just looks so good on that orange card. There he is. Look how clever this guy looks.
And did you see as well, like going a little bit off topic, but not, with retro cards, the Apocalypse in the booth, that card looked more purple, or was it just me?
I've not seen it. Maybe we need to break down
it's
some
on
images.
The bottom shelf. So like if you like, I'm Paralleled was there, Powers of X-Men have been there, The Amazing has been in the booth, and it's like on the bottom shelf. I think it's underneath the Galactus bit. And if you look at it, it looks more purple. So it's
not seen it. That's good.
It might have just been it looks more accurate. It could just be my eyes. Maybe I've had too much to drink, but I thought it looked better than the promo anyway.
We'll have to have some confirmation on that. Is the card more purple? Because the promo images, it's a little off. It's not right. But in regard, so this section of the reveals was my bread and butter. You know I love the retro card. I'm a sucker. And they not only revealed a brand new Spider-Man A-list villain, in my opinion, on that retro card. I loved his story arc in the actual animated show. They revealed the Blue Beast on the orange card, which I have been asking for a long time on this channel. So very excited to get him in hand and actually show him off and put him on the display. And yeah, like he can straight away, because he's wearing the jacket, he can straight away go on a VHS shelf. Do you know, with the VHS figures? Because why not? Because he's got the glasses, he's got the lab coat on, so just get him dangling upside down. He's got a book, like he's all good. If you've got your old Beast, he's got a book.
I suppose Beast is going to be a hard one for the VHS line, because so far it's been like no skin tones have been cell shaded. So you like if you just put a line on his pants, is that going to sell, like, type of thing?
Yeah, I don't know. We shall find out. They'll probably save Beast till last, especially now we've just got a retro card Beast here. Beast ain't going to be on the VHS for a long time.
Pinless Beast in 2 years' time.
I guess so. That could probably be the best way to do it. Yeah, maybe. Maybe he's not as hairy or furry, sculpted fur. I don't know. We shall see. But there we go.
Beast?
Shave Beast? Bold Beast? I don't know what I was saying there. Take it back. But yeah, Scorpion looks great. Those colours look so much better than the metallic green. This should have been the first release. But I'm glad they re-released it on this retro card, so I'm not mad about it. It's fine. It worked out great in the end. So they're all on Pulse. Let's just jump to MCU Collector. Apparently these figures are now actually on the panel like floor, and there he is. There's Beast. And the retro card. Thank you very much, MCU Collector, who's there now live in San Diego, reporting live from San Diego Comic-Con. Over to you, MCU Collector, showing off the new figures revealed. We've still got to get to that free pack. We'll get there shortly. I got money in the bank. Interesting. Oh, David Evan Smith with a super chat.
David Evan Smith donated $4.99. So happy about Beast. Did you forget to cover the Walgreens reveal of the new Sentry?
We'll come back round to it. We're going in a weird order because I'm stealing pictures online straight after the show. But yes, of course. David says, so happy about Beast. Did you forget to cover the Walgreens reveal of Sentry? What do you think? No, we haven't. We'll come back to it, David. Thank you very much for the super chat. And yeah, you know I'm very happy about Beast.
We know how much Americans love Walgreens, so we left save the best to last, didn't we?
Yeah, I'll get that figure next week. It'll be on the channel soon.
When Jesse Falcon got him to boo Walgreens.
They booed Walmart. It was Walmart.
Walmart it was, yeah, that was it.
And Ryan and Dan were like, you shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. He looks good. I haven't seen these videos or pictures yet, by the way, because we've went straight on the live stream. So this is the first time I'm actually seeing some of these clips. And the figures look great, as we expected. So yeah, they've went in the Disney Plus sort of display there. Is one of them the last piece we need for the... No, it's not for Ultron, is it? Can't be. He Who Remains could have been, I guess, but he's not. There he is. He looks great. And the head looks good as well. Doesn't look nothing like Paul Rudd, but it's based off the animated of Paul Rudd, so I guess it's not meant to. And there's Sentry. We'll talk about him in a second. Yeah, and shout out MCU Collector with all the fresh pictures. Oh, they do come with weapons. Look, he comes with a gun and another blaster sort of thing. And I don't know if they've put any accessories out for him, but he looks good. Oh, he looks great. Look at that. I like that expression on the face. That looks good. I like that the eyes are like bulging, rather than just painted on a flat face. That's pretty good. And they are translucent wings as well, which are pretty good. So yeah, the Human Fly. He looks great. There you go. Razor Claw. He looks great. They do look really, really good. Really, really good. Another look at Beast. There he is. There he is. So good. So good. I'm a sucker for this stuff. Sucker for it. Okay, back to the panel because we still got some reveals to go through. So again, I'm on Toy Arc, by the way, stealing the images off there. So I'm just going in some random order. I think the next reveal, though, was the Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. So let's jump straight to that. So it's a free pack, Rich. Now, I wasn't paying too much attention here. I must have run and got a drink or something. So what's this all about?
So this is Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, the 80s cartoon before the Spider-Man TV show, before the X-Men TV show. This was where I first saw the X-Men. So we're getting Iceman, we're getting Firestar, and we're getting the Spider-Man as well. The Iceman, I think, obviously, that's the most different to the ones we've got before. Really, really nice looking sculpt on this one. I think with the classic looking Iceman, or an animated looking Iceman with this one, it's always a hard route how they go. We've always had those clear plastic Icemans before.
Yeah.
This one though looks amazing. Basically, just a really nice looking figure. Then we're getting a Firestar again. On first look, she does look exactly the same as the one we got last year, but they did say that she is on that new Shriek pinless body as well. So it is an upgrade on that Firestar. She comes with Miss Lion in the more animated, accurate colours rather than the comic book colours she came in last year as well. I love Firestar. I love me a new warrior. So even if she's just got pinless things, nothing else has changed, I'll still get it. Really nice looking figure. I mean, they could have done new head sculpt, but the two heads we had were really nice head sculpts. So, I mean, if you haven't picked up this Firestar before, definitely get this one much better. And if you have got it before, it's an upgrade. So it's
well, now you can display two heads. That's how I see it anyway. You can have a Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends as a crew, and you can still have another Firestar with the new Warriors, and you can display both heads. It's a win-win. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
If only one of us were an idiot and already owns two Firestars, Dan. Now we got three Firestars.
Okay, well, you can have three Firestars then, I guess. Iceman has the most sort of cell shading on him to be animated. He looks the most different. But the body mold they've chosen from is pretty good. He came with the same ice slide that you got with the orange carded Iceman, I believe, as well.
I thought this would have been pinless as well. That is the only, I think, complaint you can make about this is it's not on a pinless body. But as it is, the deck or the painting on that looks phenomenal. If it turns out like that in the packaging, obviously US is going to be like misaligned. Maybe it'll be pink. But for everyone else, it will look like that. It'll be a lovely figure.
Mine will be cracked. Let me go back to Hasbro Pulse. I think they had some actual images of it. Yeah, they do. So there we go. The crew. So what's different about the Spider-Man? Is he on a pinless body? Which Spider-Man body's that? I wasn't paying attention for this particular moment.
Yeah, again, I don't really know about Spider-Man either. What they said, I was too busy looking at Firestar and Iceman.
That's what I mean. They didn't really talk about Spider-Man much, did they? They showed Iceman and Firestar, and then they just said Spider-Man as well. Hedgehog Action, thank you very much for the super chat. He says
Hedgehog Action donated $4.99. Spider-Man and his amazing friends was my intro to all things Marvel. Beautiful. This is my most wanted toy-related thing right now.
Beautiful. You're not going to be the only one. 100% people out there are going to be very happy with this. I know Michael, Bring Toys to Work, he messaged me saying that this is something he's really excited about as well. Especially as it's a free pack and you can get them all at once. Spider-Man and his amazing friends was my intro into all things Marvel. This is my most wanted toy-related thing right now, says Hedgehog Action. Thank you very much for the super chat. And as I said, not the only one. Does anyone in the chat know which Spider-Man that is? Which Spider-Man body it is? Is it Pizza Spider-Man? Is it the new 60th sort of anniversary one that they've got? Is he pinless?
Jay thinks it's Amazing Fantasy 15 Spidey body.
Okay, so it is pinless. That one is pinless, isn't it?
Lit Reaction Figure says it's the Walmart animated body.
Okay.
Many Pascal says it's for New Vows. Everyone's going with a different one.
Nobody knows. Okay. Good answers, everybody. We're just naming Spider-Man Marvel Legends at this point. So yeah, I don't know. We'll find out. Maybe MCU Collector's got pictures. Let's go to MCU. Heading back to MCU Collector live at San Diego Comic-Con. Do you have any pictures of Spider-Man for us?
Oh, he does. He does.
Thank you very much. So yeah, he seems a little bit skinnier. Doesn't seem like it's the Pizza Spider-Man. Firestar looks great. Pinless, Shriek body, double jointed elbows. Yep, she's going to look great. And then Iceman. Yeah, he looks a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if I like the cell shading on him too much. I don't know if it's too much greys and blues and whites. I don't know. I think to the animated show, it looks accurate. So I really like that. I really like that look. I think apart from the Age of Apocalypse Iceman, the Iceman figures that we had have been pretty weak. I think. Yeah.
So this to me is a great looking figure. I'm in for this one anyway.
There's a closer look at him. Yeah, I don't know. Like for me, I don't know the cell shading. Cause again, I haven't got an attachment to that particular show, so like. I look at that and just think he looks a bit podge-modge, like patchy, just a bit patchy Iceman, you know, like. But anyway, again, it's for the people out there that love that show. Free pack.
He needs 10 more minutes in the freezer. Don't need to become like fully Iceman.
Yeah, maybe that's what you do. Maybe he's changing like a Lionel. They love those gimmicks.
You could do that with the old 5-inch Toy Biz Iceman. If you like put him in the freezer, you would like cloud up. You would.
Oh,
nice.
Like,
yeah,
Hasbro should bring that back. So yeah, this Spider-Man looks pinless, by the way. So it does look like it's on one of the new molds. The lines ain't sculpted; they're painted, but that's fine. Like I actually don't mind that look sometimes. So yeah, there you go. Thank you very much, MCU Collector, live reporting live from San Diego Comic Con. I appreciate it.
He's gonna ask for all your ads for this now, or your ad money.
Yeah. I'll send him the 4p if he really wants it. Bloody hell. Okay. Spider-Man and the Amazing Friends. Okay, what's next? I think Sentry is next. Yeah, so Harold and Sentry is next. So, I know there's a picture of Sentry. So, when I interviewed the Marvel team a while ago, I asked Dan Yoon for a hint on the Walgreens exclusives lineup because they were all bring on the bad guys. His hint to us was one of them isn't always a hero. One of them isn't always a villain. Sometimes a bit like it's anti-hero maybe. I don't
anti-hero.
know. Yeah,
I think we use anti-hero.
Yeah.
I don't think Dan said that.
Yeah, I can't remember what he said. I think he said something along the lines of one of them isn't always portrayed as a villain or something like that. Something along those lines. So we jumped off that and we talked about anti-heroes. We may have done a whole stream on it. Rich probably did. Rich did a whole list of anti-heroes. And I don't think...
And who wasn't in this list?
and the character who wasn't in our list was Sentry. But before we go to Sentry, just jump into the Hero of Collectors, a.k.a. Austin, using the channel membership token to say, "Pal, I missed the beginning of the stream. Sorry. We forgive you. The MCU and the symbiotes were big hits for me. The rest were kind of lackluster, in my opinion. Tarek needs better bod." Well, we'll get to Tarek very shortly, but welcome, Austin. Welcome. Okay, so yes, back to Sentry. So as me and Rich were saying, we never guessed it would be Sentry in the Walgreens. But technically, they're not wrong. He is not. He was a villain, but he's not really a villain. So he does sort of fit that line. My Sentry's on the shelf, like literally just he's fine. Like I didn't think Sentry was like a character. I was in desperate need of a new one. There he is. Just can you see him? Just flashing there in the lights. But this Sentry does undoubtedly look better. Really does. He's obviously been to the salon with Nebula. And
he's worth it. He's worth it with that hair.
Got some new locks for sure. But what I actually like here is that you get that interchangeable head with his face literally melting off Indiana Jones style. Yeah, that's a creepy looking head sculpt. But I like how they've added that in there. So it isn't just buying a new Sentry. You could literally display a whole different look here. But it is on a new body. It's a body we've seen many times before. It's got the pins and stuff like that, but still, it's an opportunity for people to get a Sentry if you never got him. Even though the old one wasn't too hard to get. It was on that All-Father wave, I think, which was pretty easy to get. It was the last wave at Toys R Us in the UK. Like, you just wouldn't leave. It was years old already, and it was still in Toys R Us when my Toys R Us were closing down. No one wanted that wave in the UK. That's why Toys R Us went bankrupt. They went all in on the All-Father wave. And no one wanted it. Poor Sentry. But now Walgreens can go bankrupt with Sentry as well. No, they won't go bankrupt. This is a great looking figure. Do you like it, Rich?
Yeah, I like the hair is like very flowy, but I don't know. I do quite like it. I think I'm gonna use. I am gonna get this figure, but I think I'll use the Void head instead. Like, I think like that one looks really good.
When you get your selfie series, this is the hair you should have to have on it.
This is the hair that I want, Dan.
That's what I'm saying.
I go to bed dreaming about hair.
That's what I'm saying. So when you get your own selfie series figure, you'll be like, can I get that Sentry hair? And you'll be like, just live vicariously through your action figure.
Well, for anyone who is at San Diego, look for the Iron Man because my head is already on it. My legal team are already working on my money for that.
I don't know if it's still in your story, to be fair. I'd love to show that.
I think he's gone now. Yeah, I think
sad times. But yeah, this head when he's sort of the Void, is it? Where he's mountain or whatever it is. Yeah. But yeah, this is probably how I display him in a cosmic setup somewhere, probably behind my other Sentry, or maybe I'll use the other head on this because I actually prefer the other Sentry head just from first glance. But maybe when I get it in hand, I'll change my mind. But the body looks better. Oh, the plastic cape it looks like Quasar's.
It does a little bit, but
it looks the same as Quasar's, right? Because he's got the big V on the front.
Yeah, I don't think it's the same as Quasar though. Didn't they say it was a brand new cape? I'm sure they did.
I think he said new cape 4 because the last one.
Right. So it could be a reuse of the Quasar cape. Then.
Yeah. I think it's reuse of Quasar's cape because Quasar has that exact same cut down the front. So because they didn't say brand new cape, they just said new cape for him. Yeah. I think.
Have you got Quasar to hand? I haven't got my.
Yeah, they're all on the display. I don't. Every time I always rule.
Take it off. Take it off.
I'll go to the live camera. Let's go live to the. I think I can go to big camera. Okay, we've gone to the big camera. Let's go and check these out. Okay, so let me change my lights because otherwise it's too flashy. Okay, so there's a Sentry on the shelf. So his cape was just like a plug-in cape. You can't really see it, but it's a plug-in cape. But that head sculpt on this Sentry was pretty good. Like whited out eyes, but not bad. And then Quasar down here, right at the back. Stop flashing.
See, I don't think it is the same.
I can't see the bottom of the cape, but
it's with the shoulders that seems to like go out, and the like on the pictures, the shoulders look different. I'm sure that's a different cape.
Maybe. Again, just a guess, just speculating, not saying I'm right. We shall find out, but just looked similar from first glance. Definitely, both got the triangle on the front for sure. Anyway, that's what made me think of it. All right, but yeah, there's that. Yeah, Quasar has a different cape. That's what they're saying. Goes over the shoulders. So yeah, you're right. Spot on. Just similar for sure. New collar, they're saying. Hair is overrated, said Prophet. Loki's in the chat. He says, Yo, Loki. Usually you're in the replay crew, so it's good to see you here live, my friend. Welcome. Rick Jones says Wiggle Cam. Yeah, that was the Wiggle Cam live. That was Wiggle Cam. I think he's too yellow, says Loki. He does look pretty bright, to be fair. Looks pretty bright. But he's, as I said, he's just been to the salon. He's got his hair did. His uniform straight out of the wash. He's good to go. He's good to go. Okay, so there's Sentry with the Void sort of interchangeable head, which is a very nice touch. Let me zoom in on this a minute. I want to see if I can get a better look at that head sculpt. There it is. Pretty good. His face.
That's what Brandon looks like before he puts his makeup on before the show. That's why we're always late.
Indeed. There he is. Has MCU Collector got any pictures? I don't think so. Maybe he's not on display. Hang on, he might be. No, he's not yet. Not yet. Okay, cool. Okay, so now it is the new Heralds of Galactus. Now, we have speculated about this, and we were not wrong when we said that we think that Tesseract, the very first Marvel Legend Build-A-Figure, is going to get a re-release. And Ryan showed it off there. There he is. Very first Build-A-Figure, basically reissued. And to be fair to Tesseract's Build-A-Figure, it can still hold up. Now, is there room for improvement? Of course there is. Of course there is after 10 years, because this came out about 2012, 2013. So, of course there's room for improvement 10 years later. However, in regards to old Build-A-Figures, this is one from the Hasbro era, not a Toy Biz, that can still hold up in a collection because his character design is quite simple. And yeah, I don't think this is a bad good way to go for a re-release, because someone like me, I don't have that original Build-A-Figure. I had pieces that I've sold off over time because I never completed him. I had the head, I had the torso, I had the big axe. I think I had the 2 arms. I never got the legs. They were with like a Knight Rider and a Ghost Rider and someone else. And so anyway, I'm very happy at the opportunity to get an Tesseract. So this isn't for everyone. This is for the people who missed out the first time round. But he also comes with the Fallen, who Dan Yoon said he was the very first Herald. Is that true?
Yeah, before the Silver Surfer.
Yeah, so this is, again, first time in Legends form we've had this character, I believe. I can't think of another time we've had this character. Am I wrong?
No, I think maybe Rob Pollock will shout out instead of Mini Mates. I think this is the first time in figure form, apart from Mini Mates. I think
we've got to check with Rob, ain't we? Because those Mini Mates, they go deep. They go deep. So let's jump back to MCU Collector live at the convention for us. So back to MCU Collector. Let's get some images live from the showroom floor. Thank you, Brian. So there we have Tesseract. Maybe a different shade, like a different colour, like slightly compared to the Build-A-Figure. It seems a little bit darker than the light grey of the Build-A-Figure. Other than that, though, seems very much the same. And again, will still hold up in a cosmic display. And in the year of Galactus being released, not mad about it at all. And then a brand new character to add to the display. Now, very simple character design. All sort of dark blue, but I do really like the translucent sort of blue hair flow in there. Same old cosmic effects that we've seen a million times, but still nice to add some more heralds. So now we've got the Fallen, Tesseract, Nova, Silver Surfer, Morg, Firelord, sort of Airwalker is like the only other big one I can think of.
Yeah.
Like there are others, but like Airwalker's another like.
Airwalker and probably Stardust. They're the two who've been around the most lately, and then you've obviously got other ones then. But yeah,
so maybe.
But this one, I suppose, is probably the easiest one to do in terms of like cost effectiveness. It's not like you needed much new tooling or anything like that.
Again, do you like it? Are you getting it? Are you in on this?
I am getting it because, like you, I didn't get all of the original Tesseract, so I want that figure. If Tesseract had come on his own, I probably wouldn't have got this one. But then I guess that's why they've made this a 2-pack.
They're clever. So, they're clever, ain't they? They know what they're doing, those marketers on Hasbro. But yes, if they release Tesseract separately, a lot of people would skip him if they already have him. So you pack him with a character that nobody's got. That's how they get you. You can't be mad at it. But for someone like me, happy days, because I need both in the collection. So, yeah. And again, when Galactus gets here and people are like rejigging their displays and building a new cosmic setup, then yeah, let's get some new cosmic characters that happen to be Heralds of Galactus as well. That's perfect. Harold Aunt May, says Laserpants. Yes. And they did talk about Aunt May, saying that they know we want her in figure form. So hopes are good for Aunt May, that's for sure. Big Will thinks it's a cosmic Phil Jones. Sort of see what he's saying there. Cosmic Phil Jones. Have you got a big red? Have you got a big axe, Phil? I think that's all you need to qualify to be a Tesseract cosplayer.
He needs a beer in his hand, then it would be Phil Jones.
Yeah, I guess so. Don't forget King Thor as a herald. Yes, you are spot on. The new Donny Cates Herald of Galactus, God Thor, aka Fortnite Thor, as people keep saying in my YouTube comments. But yes, you are right. That Thor is also a Herald of Galactus. You are spot on. Hugo says, every reveal will be mine. Like an evil villain. Just sat there. Stroking a cat, probably. Spinning on a chair. Wanting all those reveals, Hugo. It's a hit, but my wallet, says Stridon. Yes, but all our wallets, Stridon. Going to be expensive, says Hugo. Yes, you're not wrong, my friend. You are not wrong. But this will be a Pulse exclusive, I think, pre-order soon, because there's a big pre-order there. So I'm assuming the pre-order will go up sooner. I think they may have said like Sunday or something like that. So expect a pre-order for this very soon anyway, is all I'm saying. So yeah, there you go. Herald of Galactus 2-pack. Okay, and then one last sort of not a reveal, a tease, if you will. And we did think this tease was coming, Rich. We said this on our prediction stream. We said we're not going to get a reveal, but we're going to get a tease. And they'll probably save the reveal for something called Hasbro PulseCon or FanFest later down the line.
Yeah.
And it was 50 years of Ghost Rider. Now, we also predicted that there may be something related to celebrate Ghost Rider, but nobody put together maybe the HasLab is Ghost Rider 50 years. So it's clearly Ghost Rider. It's a flaming skull. It's a HasLab. What is your first impressions of what do you think it is? Do you want it? What do you think?
So, I mean, yeah, this looks great. I mean, I would take any Ghost Rider. I think because it's a HasLab, I think it's going to be bigger than a bike. So I think the most likely is the Robbie Reyes, the modern day version of Ghost Rider with his Hell Charger, with his car. I think that's where they're going to go. I mean, obviously, it could be a Ghost Rider motorcycle that lights up as well. It could be, but if you did the Hell Charger with Robbie Reyes, then you can also do like all the other Ghost Riders as like add-on figures as well. So I think that's the way. I just think for it to be a HasLab, it's got to be bigger than a bike, because we've had the Rider series before. We've had a Ghost Rider in that Rider series. They could do that at retail.
One right there on the shelf. This one goes for a pretty penny now, to be fair. There he is, Ghost Rider with the Riders Wave. R.I.P. the Riders Wave. But yeah, like I'm with you, Rich. I think, why do a HasLab bike? Just why? Like, you've proved you can already do that. Even if you'd made it, put some bells and whistles on it and made it a little bit more gimmicky, you've proved you can do bikes. I think if you're going to go to a HasLab, it's got to be more than a bike. So I also think it's the Hell Charger. It's got to be the vehicle. I love the idea here because there's so many obscure Ghost Rider centric villains, like mystical, evil, creepy looking villains that we've never had in figure form before. And I think HasLab's a great way to do that for unlockable tiers and stuff. Not saying that we should always have unlocks and tiers. We should get a great bunch. Oh, my lights went out. We should get a great bunch off the set. But I do think this also means it may be cheaper than some of our previous HasLabs. I'm hoping so anyway.
I think it'd be cheaper than Galactus, definitely. I mean, I hope so as well. I'm saying definitely. What should be like $500 now, isn't it?
Yeah, we shall find out. My lights have definitely gone off. I've burst them. I don't know. I'm doing the old plug out, plug in trick. That usually works. Feels weird when the lights are off. Are they back? Alright, we're just... No lights then. They're dead. Okay, what do you guys think of the Ghost Rider 50th anniversary HasLab? What do you think it is? Let me know and I'll read a couple of comments out as we go through. Rectangular says, I do not think this HasLab will get funded unless they include something like Mephisto. Now, that's a great shout. Now, however, I do think Marvel, it would have to be a big old fail to not get funded here. Let's say there's no a Marvel HasLab not getting funded. It would have to be something shit. And I think this is good.
And I think with all the HasLabs, they all learn from each other. Like, I mean, like the Ghostbusters and also the last G.I. Joe ones, they did those like early bird, like to get more funders into at the start. Because I think a lot of the time people will wait to see what the reveals were. Like we found that like last year or whatever. And I think they kind of all learn from each other. So I think this, it depends on price point, but I think Robbie Reyes, to a lot of people, like he was the Ghost Rider in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah. Like he's been around, he's on like the main Avengers team in the comic books now. He's been around like other places other than like to the wider public, to like the wider non-fans. And I think with the vehicle, with the Hell Charger, even if you're not a Ghost Rider fan, like a vehicle for your Marvel Legends, like a car for your Marvel Legends is a cool thing to get anyway. And again, I'm sure they're going to have like add-on figures. Like, I mean, Galactus and Sentinel both had characters like Bastion with the Sentinel you've never had before.
Yep.
With this one, you got like Frankie, you got Morg. And so I'm sure Ghost Rider will build out that Ghost Rider part of the Marvel universe. Like Todd says, they could do Mephisto or something like that, like some supernatural characters that we haven't before that could fit in with them. So yeah, I think there's a good chance. I don't have as much doubt about this as I do another lightsaber anyway. Let's put it that way.
They would have to F up seriously to not get a funded HasLab
I think
this is the base here.
Yeah, I think it would come down to price. That's the only thing that I can see it not funding, is if this was like a stupid price. That I mean, like, I think we've all got a limit in our head, and I know everything's going up lately, but I think I've got a ceiling anyway. I know there was the point with HasLab that I wouldn't be able to buy it if it went up a certain amount.
Yeah, 3,000.
So, yeah. I wish.
I'm
That's Brandon's.
I'm the same. Yeah, look, because as I said, Rectangular says it's again. There's a lot of Marvel Legends and Marvel Bum Pirates out there. I'm a vocal one. I'm on YouTube talking about it, but there's a lot of others that just love anything they put out. Now, I'm not saying I love everything they put out. Of course I don't. But I do think the Hasbro team are too clever. Like, Ryan and Dan are surely not going to market at HasLab to fail. They're not idiots. They're not going to give us bones and a cardboard backdrop, are they? So, yeah, I don't think this is going to fail. And we don't even know what it is yet. So let's not even speak about negative. But I hope it's a Charger. I'd rather a car than a bike. I already have a representation of Ghost Rider on a bike. Could they do a better, fancier bike with more budget and a HasLab? Yes, of course they could. But I already have a Ghost Rider on a bike that I'm completely content with. Do you know what I mean? So let's give us something we haven't got before and make it worthy of the HasLab sort of arena. So yeah, Hal Charger for me. Give us some good figures, and again, give us a figure with the it's got to be a figure and a vehicle, or a couple of figures and a vehicle before we even get into any tiers or anything like that. Let's make it worth it here.
Like David Evans Smith says in the chat, it could be the Charger and bikes as well. It could be like
a garage, Ghost Rider's garage.
Yeah.
Yeah, unicycle, rollerblades, like all of Ghost Rider's equipment. To just get around, all on fire. But yeah, we shall see. We shall see. Again, the Hiss Tank, they're not going to do another HasLab while the Hiss Tank's running. I'm pretty confident of that. And the Hiss Tank runs until a couple more weeks, until mid-August. The Hasbro Pulse Fan Fest has been announced for the very end of September, literally the last day of September, first day of October. So I reckon that's when this will get revealed, that sort of time frame. And yeah, so sort of fourth quarter. Like they did last year. They did like a couple of HasLabs, didn't they, at the end of last year? You got like the G.I. Joe, the Star Wars, blah, blah, blah. So we'll probably get that Rancor era for Hasbro this time. And the Hasbro team will show the Star Wars team how it's done, hopefully. And won't give us bags of bones and a backdrop. We shall see. Maybe they just like give us some ignition fuel and a lighter with a Ghost Rider figure and be like, you can set it on fire. Real flames. Maybe. But considering they go to kids, I doubt it.
I would say with this HasLab, the interesting thing is like, I suppose we had X-Men first year, we had Fantastic Four last year, and Ghost Rider, I would say, is a lesser
known,
lesser known property than those two.
That's why I think it's cheaper, because if they must know this information.
Yeah.
So, and they also know that they've just hit us with two HasLabs over £300. So, make this next one a little bit more digestible. Now, it'll probably still be over £200 easy, but give us that sweet spot. Do you know what I mean?
And they must look like the other things going on, like, you know, like the Hiss Tank, like the turtle vans from like NECA and from Super 7, all these other vehicles. Like, people are like willing to pay that price.
My Super 7 turtle van is so much more than any HasLab that has been. I don't think there's been a HasLab more expensive than the Super 7 turtle van. Has that? I don't even know. Amanda's watching, so let's be careful here. But but yeah, like, don't get me wrong, they're super expensive. Should a big company like Hasbro do this type of stuff? No, they shouldn't have to. But they're also a company that's whole business is to make money from toys. So it just makes sense for them to do this concept where they can just save themselves the hassle of making a product that they know less than a certain amount of number want. You know, it's just, whether you like it or not, it's just good business. Is it good for us? No. But from a complete business perspective, the HasLab product makes sense. It's like, I'm a business. I could either make this product and have the possibility of losing out on it, or know the figures of who actually wants it and make it just for them. Like, I know that people get on their high horse and think Hasbro shouldn't have to do HasLabs. Of course they shouldn't have to do, but you do realise they're a successful business for a reason, because they make a lot of money by making toys. Do you know, like, they... Oh, never mind, that's a whole nother conversation. I like the HasLab concept, is all I'm trying to say, and they don't put a gun to your head telling you have to buy these things. It is up to you. So let's hope that this is worthy and this is good, and we can get in. We shall see. But I would like a car rather than a bike. I've already got bikes. I want a car.
I think this is like, I suppose, because they haven't done a vehicle before in the Marvel Legends HasLab. They've done 2 giant size figures before.
Yeah.
So I suppose if you're gonna try a vehicle before you go for like a Quinjet or the Blackbird, like, which would be much bigger vehicles, you start off with this. See if this gets funded, then you can go like back to your boss and say like, this funded. Maybe we can try like bigger next year or something like that. So I think with vehicles, it's probably like, the Hell Charger is like mid. If it is the Hell Charger, that's like a mid-size vehicle, and it's not like huge type of thing.
Well, so I think it's still 2 seats, isn't it? It's not like a passenger. Like, it's 2 seats in the front, isn't it? And then a big engine.
Yeah, so... you can't put the kids in the back.
Yeah, exactly.
They've got to ride separately. Again, they're
enough for me. It's Hellfire Hank and Tiger can ride shotgun. Do you know what I mean? Like, and Captain Britain can help Frogman and White Rabbit catch the bus.
Someone go in the boot, check him in the boot.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, this looks fun. And again, I want something new, something we haven't had before. And it's obviously it's a HasLab, so we can talk about price all day long, but it's going to be expensive. No matter what it is, it's going to be expensive. But we shall see. How Charger makes sense for sure. And people seem to agree with us. When
they turn up in 2 months' time, they're like, and we're pleased to announce our glowing Ghost Rider mask available on HasLab. Everyone would be like, oh!
Don't say that. Like a role play helmet that glows. Oh.
It glows in the dark.
Don't put that idea in their head.
Got like a voice changer on it.
Oh. Like a skull.
I'm Nicolas Cage.
Oh. The bees. That's the only quote I can think of at the top of my head. Oh yeah, please don't put that idea in their head. This has got to be Legends. Marvel Legends, 6-inch Marvel Legends, something in regards to that world, please. Okay, we shall see. Right, I think that was a lot, right? That was all the reveals.
That was everything.
Okay, so let's talk about favorites.
There was though, one of the things I think, if anyone was watching the live streams earlier, they did the Ask Dwight things at the booth, and Dwight did show off like a little gun accessory. It's on the Hasbro Pulse Instagram and Facebook pages, and he said that was from a figure from a new wave, which is yet to be announced as well.
Okay. So I found the proper images I can quickly skip through as well. So these are the proper images that were on Pulse. Again, we streamed so soon after the panel, I didn't even have any of these images ready to go. But there we get Spider-Man and he made some friends. So you're in on that, Rich, right? You win on the 2-pack. You're in because you win your Tesseract. So
yeah, I'm in on that one.
Of course, I'm in on at least 17 of these beasts. I might just order a crate or something. Just get a whole crate sent to my house, sit on them for a rainy day. Again, we need to find out. Will someone ask the Hasbro team, are retro cards alive or are they dead? I'm so conflicted right now. Are 6-inch Marvel Legend retro cards, aka X-Men, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, are they alive or dead?
I've got to say one thing, right? No offense to anyone asking questions at the Hasbro booth, but where are the people asking like proper questions? It's like it's just annoying. Like yesterday, I think it was like Wade and Powers of X-Men and some little kid asked a question. No one else even went up and even asked the question. It was like Dwight was sitting there. Why did someone like go on the mic and say like, could you please tell me what's happening with plastic packaging? They probably wouldn't answer you, but it's worth a go, isn't it?
Yeah. I think people get embarrassed. People just try and be too cool. I'm too cool to ask a question. That's someone else. I'd be asking questions. I've got no shame. I'll be like, give me the mic, Dan. I'll host this thing. Right. I've got questions, Dwight. But some people, when they're around people, they've just got a bit of an ego. I'm too cool to ask a question. That's what I imagine. Because all the reviewers are there. Do you know what I mean? Why aren't they lining up? Do you know what I mean? Like, so, I don't know.
I think yesterday it was when the WWE panel was on, so I think a lot of them weren't at the Hasbro booth when they did it. I think there was more people there today. I haven't watched it all yet, but there seem to be more questions asked today.
Yeah, Rectangular agrees. Always softball questions, and they always ask, "Can this character be made?" Why ask that question? You need to be sneaky. They're never going to answer that question, yes or no, are they? They're going to always say, "Oh, maybe, potentially." You need to ask like a question that they can answer. Like you got to twist it and try and get nuggets rather than because you know what they can and can't say. Anyway, ask better questions. That's all we're saying. Beast looks great. There he is. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's the same Beast that you've already got, by the way, just with a lab coat and new head. But it's on a retro card. Same as Scorpion.
Beast.
Yeah, Scorpion. Same Scorpion you've already got. New deco on a retro card. Tesseract and a new Loki. I actually do prefer this look for Loki, though. So
yeah,
I may actually, and I like the sword and yeah, I think I'll probably end up getting another Tesseract or not. I'll just use it as a display piece. There's the packaging for the Spider-Man and Frames and Friends.
See that packaging that looks much better than what they've been using on the Spider-Man figures. Like that recreates the intro from the Spider-Man the Amazing Friends. I think that's the route they need to go. Like do comic panels, do poses. If you're not going to get artwork, like the G.I. Joe Sergeant Slaughter they just showed out, that looked really good. The artwork on that. So I think hopefully if we are going plastic free next year, the Beyond Amazing is just like a template that was someone like I Photoshop open, left it till last minute, threw it in the night before. So sorry to the person who did that and got paid loads of money.
I know,
but they just need to do a better job. That and it doesn't stand out. And next to the like the kids' Thor figures, like it blends in with that. Even the Legends, like the logo, like it's in just the top right corner when it's hanging on the shelves. You can't even see it. It looks like a kid's figure. Yeah, cheap. It does look cheap.
Like these like and first we know as collectors, everyone in this chat knows these figures are not cheap anymore. They never have been really, but like especially now, prices just keep going up. These are not cheap figures anymore. But in this packaging, it just looks cheap. It just looks like a cheap product. It doesn't look premium. And Marvel Legends are meant to be premium 6-inch collectible action figures. Because let's be honest, parents ain't buying these for their 5-year-old kids. If they are, then they're really lucky kids and some great parents. But the majority of parents are not. So yeah, these just look cheap. Like they're aimed at collectors. They need to be a little bit like for characters I like to buy 2. One to keep open, one to display. You never know, just for a rainy day. I like this character. There's no need for me to buy 2 of these because do you know what I mean? Like it doesn't look like anything I want to keep. I don't even know if this figure's in the box at the minute. Could be a potato. One day I'm going to get a potato. I don't know. Like
to be fair, a potato would be more exciting than your last 2. So.
No, yeah. And for anyone late to the show, I'm going to post my Gene review straight after this live stream. Cracked arms on Gene. Literally, the plastic is cracked. Cracked.
Mine are fine, look.
Do you want to swap arms?
No, I'm good.
Wow, you're not as nice as Endless possibilities.
But my like I said, the head was really, really stiff. It wasn't. It felt like it was gonna crack if I'd pulled it straight off. So I put the hairdryer on it, and then it's much better now.
There's the rest of the pictures. There's Loki. There's the Tesseract. There he is again, looking good. Looks good. There's Spider-Man, pinless Spider-Man, pinless. Firestar with the new shade of the dog. There's the box. The Tesseract. He does look a little bit darker. There's the Fallen. Yeah, the figures look really good. Really, really good. Let me bounce back out, see what else they've got. Okay, there's a Star Wars panel going on right now. I wonder what nonsense they revealed there. Here's figures you don't want. That's usually what they do, isn't it? Yeah, it's usually what Star Wars do.
Have you watched Obi-Wan Kenobi?
I haven't, no.
I watched about 20 minutes and I fell asleep, so I was
I think I will watch Obi-Wan eventually, but it's like I'm just not that Star Wars guy. Like I'm a casual Star Wars fan. I'll watch it when I watch it, but I'm not.
I like Princess Leia, so I will get around to it at some point.
So shout out whoever at Toy Ark, because I want to meet Toy Ark. Toy Ark's a guy I want to meet. He's at the booth posting some pictures. There they are, looking great. Figures look good. They do. His hair. Are they always whited out there or?
No, I think they've got.
No, whited
out.
Oh,
yellow.
Whited out. Whited out eyes. Walgreens exclusive.
Whoa, technology.
I know, yeah. Enhance. I'll be on CSI next. Yeah, we'll have this soon, I'm sure. There you go.
And the thing is, we're acting like this is done. There are still 2 more days of San Diego Comic-Con to go.
you reckon they'll reveal any more Marvel Legends? Maybe some Black Panther figures, maybe on Sunday?
I think maybe some MCU figures after the Marvel Studios, or at least like hints or something. And again, like there's X-Men panels, they could reveal another VHS, because it's strange that we've had like no VHSs released. Arvish says they've just announced a new Leia for a pipeline reveal. Way
add it to the
cube.
Leia
cube. Oh, it's just gonna need a bigger cube.
Gonna need a rectangle soon. Yeah.
Did you see that the Dungeons and Dragons thing they revealed?
What is that? The
just
Gelaculous
cube.
Clue.
There's not even a figure in there. It's like $40 for
the
just
first
a cube.
thing they reveal of their action figure line is a cube. Like, I like Emily, but Emily, come on. Give them a figure to put in the cube.
No shit for Emily. Emily is the MVP of Hasbro.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Emily knows better. Tell the team what people want. They don't want cubes. They need a figure to put in the cube first. And she did tease that figures are coming. And the trailer looked pretty fun for Dungeons and Dragons, to be fair.
I quite like that trailer. Yeah, I mean, like me and Phil Jones were talking about it. The Dungeons and Dragons I want is the like 80s cartoon with like You Need a Unicorn, the Kid Barbarian, Venger, the like, little dungeon master. That would be the ones that I want, but it looks better than the last Dungeons and Dragons movie anyway. I might give it a watch.
Chris Prine, Steve Trevor, isn't it? He's in it.
Yeah.
There we go. These are, again, I'm just skipping through the images now on Toy Arc. Riot looks completely different shade of. He's not as grey as I thought. He's more blue, isn't he?
Yeah, that's like comic book though. I think that's like.
I always thought Riot was grey, like just straight up grey.
It depends like where he is. So I mean, he is grey sometimes, but I think in the classic toy he was more blue as well.
Okay, he looks good though. The body, it is a good body for a big beefy Venom. There's Agony. She looks good. So it looks so much better pinless. I do like that head sculpt for Beast as well. I know it's not smiling, and I know I've asked for a smiling head, but I've technically already got my sort of custom head that will work for an animated one. So like, this isn't an animated Beast, is it? It's a comic Beast. So yeah. I actually quite like the head here. It's like grimacing, but he's still doing science. It's got the X gene, that Cloud Foxwell gene. He knows what I'm talking about. There we go. Yeah, they look good. Look, great reveals. Overall, do you reckon it was a good day of reveals? Are you overwhelmed, underwhelmed, or about right?
Good reveals. I thought we would have got like a full new wave, because we usually do about this time.
Yeah. We said
so
that,
it's weird that there's no full waves going up tomorrow, but again, we're still waiting on that Disney Plus wave to be finished so they can get that out. That's probably
why are they not showing that? What is the issue?
It's gotta be like a with all the other Marvel shows, haven't it? Apart from Miss Marvel and Loki, the figures didn't get revealed until the shows premiered. I do wonder if we'll get She-Hulk this weekend. I think if we don't get She-Hulk this weekend, then it will be like the first week of the show. That's when we'll see it. But then I think the figures will be in store pretty much straight away then.
Yeah, we shall see. Really liking that human fly, by the way. It's stupid, but it looks really good. Retro card looks beautiful. Look all in. So yeah, favourites, Rich. Favourites. And again, sorry if I missed it the first time around. I'll do it this time. Let me know your favourite reveal or favourite reveals in the comments right now as we're talking, and I will read some out before we get out of here, all right? So what are your favourite Marvel Legends reveals from today's panel? And your overall thoughts, overwhelmed, underwhelmed, all that good stuff. But I'll go to Rich first. A couple of favourites, Rich.
So my favourite would be the Spider-Man and His Amazing Friend 3-pack. I think that's a fantastic looking set. Obviously, you get 2 X-Men, kind of, with Firestar and Iceman, and then you've got Spider-Man and an accurate Miss Lion as well. The other one that I think I'm most happy and surprised about was the Ghost Rider HasLab tease, because I didn't. If you'd have asked me to name like 10 HasLab possibilities, I wouldn't have put Ghost Rider on there. I didn't think that was like coming into it.
Same.
So it's always like interesting to get something new. I think a vehicle, a lot of people have wanted a vehicle for a long time, a bigger vehicle than just a bike, and it bodes well for the future of getting other vehicles going forward. So again, like, we don't know much about it yet. It could not be that, but I'm hopeful that that's what it is. It will be like a Hell Charger vehicle, and then I would definitely get that. That would be a great addition to your shelf.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Again, I'm excited now to see what it is and prices and all of that good stuff. Let me read some from the chat. Okay, so I'm asking what your favourites are. Prophet says Dan's potato in a box will be missing paint apps. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. John Tompling says He Who Remains. I cannot read the name under it, but it says EUO. He says Black Panther for sure. Jay's Toys Collection UK says Iceman and Scorpion were the hits. Phil Jones says Howard, of course. Howard was Phil Jones's favourite. Richard E. Loki, Amazing Friends 3-pack, excited for the HasLab. So much the same as Rich. Stridon says the Human Fly will be the newest member of the Who crew. He's got potential. I'm just saying it. I'm saying it early. Just letting you know early. He's got potential, all right? Just putting it out there into the universe. Articulated Hero says, why is Iceman the only cel-shaded one in the set? Interesting. I don't know. I cannot answer that. But he definitely, for me, looks the most odd. But Rich was saying he looked like that in the show. So did he even look a bit patchy in the show, Rich?
Not so much. I think it's meant to be like an ice effect in it more than it's like a decoed ice effect rather than being cel shaded. I think that's what they're going for.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Something's just not quite right about it. It doesn't look. I don't look. If you showed me this figure, right, didn't tell me who it was and said who's that, my brain wouldn't instantly go to Iceman because of all the patchiness on him, if it makes sense. I think I'd eventually go, is it Iceman? But I wouldn't want to.
Adidas Iceman, isn't he? With like the stripes going down.
I just don't know.
I like him again. I suppose like from different angles, maybe that's where like ACBA may not be happy with this, but I think he looks great. I'm really happy with this. I've never been a fan of the clear Iceman because to me, Iceman is like that snowy kind of like from this first appearance. So that and it's kind of like angular as well with the shapes like the head and that. So yeah, I'm really liking this one.
Look, it's a great set. People love that show. That's a lot of people's introduction to Marvel, as we talked about earlier. And it's great. You can just buy the set, all three of them. Don't have to chase them down because Iceman's not easy to find anymore either. So fair play. So yeah, they look great undoubtedly. Damien says favourites were Scorpion, Human Fly and Beast, but overall select Apocalypse. Dan, yes, the Marvel Select Apocalypse went up for pre-orders today as well. Hero of Collecting said I'd go with the 2 Loki figures and the symbiotes. Loki said the Herald 2-pack. Jamie Gitchard says Howard the Duck. Of course he said Howard the Duck. That man loves the duck. Rob Pollock says favourite reveals were Retro Beast, Amazing Spider-Man 3-pack, the return of the X-Men comic book, and all of the X-Men 97 news. Oh, I don't know any of the news yet, my friend. Don't know any of the news. Great. Ghost Rider HasLab has as long as I can afford it. Eric Stream says the 2 Heralds, the Flyman, the Sentry, the Razorback, the Riot and Agony. Cheeky Monkey Kiara says my favourite is when Jay says he doesn't want that and won't be buying it. Although after yesterday, I feel worried for the bank balance. Yeah, you two need to get separate accounts there, Kiara, because you won't have any money left after this weekend. California Red Devil says, haha, Loki, the D&D, Marvel and Transformers multiverse confirmed. Well, what was he mentioned? What was that in regards to? I missed that one. Logan and Dan's Toys says Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends box set. Beast and Howard the Duck. Gary's Grace says Beast for me. Hedgehog Action said the Spidey set, as he mentioned earlier. Shavin said Beast, Scorpion, He Who Remains. David Evan Smith said the Richard E. Grant Loki, He Who Remains, Howard and Amazing Friends, Beast and Sentry. That's a lot. That's a lot of favourites, people. Joe Wesley says a favourite is Beast. He's my oldest and definite take 2 of him. I'll be happy Ghost Rider HasLab and probably get Scorpion and Black Panther. Compulsive Collector says favourites Howard the Duck because he works well in comic figure. Cloud says Harold and the Retro Beast are my favourites. Tony Collector says Beast. Stridon says Variant Loki is my favourite and he can double as a comic Loki. Prophet says Emily is awesome, as we said. Hair Extreme puts the fly emojis. GGSD Plays says my favourite is Beast by far and Black Panther. Justin says 100% Beast. Doombot says Sentry, Scorpion, Beast and Herald. Omega Weapon says Kang is my favourite. Javi Man shouts Loki. And then Phil Jones says, don't frogs eat flies? Interesting. The arch nemesis of the Frogman. Maybe. Stories to be told there, Phil. Stories to be told. You need to start... Obadiah Stane needs to start recruiting some bad guys. That's all I'm saying. And I think the Human Fly and Razorbacks seem like their potential. Cloud says no Daredevil. And what is interesting is that Dwight said that the retro Spider-Man body will be reused on an A-list character in the future. And we all assumed it would be a comic Black Panther. Now, it could still be that, because there could be an exclusive fan channel or whatever, not the one we've seen. But it does make me think now that's now going to be it's going to be a Daredevil on that body. That's what my brain goes to now. If Black Panther's already got a comic figure, now we're going to go for a Daredevil on that body. But there you go. The comic figures look really good on display, actually. They look better on display than they did in the promo images, for sure. and it is more of a grey than a white on the Black Panther. And I like how the army builder has the weapons as well. And a bit of blue. Is that a bit of blue on his arms? Yeah, a little bit of blue on the shins and the wrists. But yeah, looks really good. And that does look like a bright white, as Robo would say. But yeah, I think my sleeper hitter today is, I'm not going to lie, it's the human fly. Look at him. He just looks so fun. So vibrant and pops, you know. I love it when a figure pops on the shelf. So yeah, that is that, people. That is that. So there are very much initial thoughts and reactions and very scrambled look. As I said, the promo images were not even live when we started talking on this live stream today. So there, very much our initial thoughts and reactions of the Hasbro panel. Lots of fun stuff. Thank you to the Hasbro team for the shout out. We know you're always lurking. We appreciate you. Keep those legends coming for sure. And yeah, can't wait to get some of these figures in hand. Hopefully not too long as well. Some of the figures they revealed today, they said were this year. So we're already halfway through the year. So we're going to start seeing more. And there's going to be more reveals, hopefully, as well, before the weekend is out. We shall see. But we'll be back next Thursday to sort of do a more streamlined, formal sort of recap when the pre-orders are up and we've got some better promo images and we've had some room to digest and we know some more details. All right, so we'll be back next week in the regular scheduled time. I think Brandon's back from America as well, and yeah, we can recap all the details. Yeah, boo Brandon. No, I'm joking. To be fair, he said he didn't want to come back, Rich. He may never come back. Who knows? He may never
come back. He'll be back.
His legends are waiting for him on his doorstep, so he'll be back.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he'll be back for.
Yeah.
Not us, but for to pick up his figures.
Yeah. As I said, make sure you stick around this evening on my channel as I will be posting my full review and comparison of Jean. Yes, the Jean Grey figure. VHS figure that came out today for us in the UK. Full comparisons, and I'll tell you how to make it look even more accurate to the animated show, because orange hair isn't cutting it for me, that's for sure. But Rich is a big fan if he wasn't watching the start of the show. So yeah, any final thoughts, Rich?
Well, just there's so much other, like, I mean, Rob Pollock was just saying all that news there, and I didn't realize there was a new Extreme X-Men comic book coming out, and I just saw that, and I Extreme X-Men, one of the worst X-Men comic books I ever read.
Wow.
And I was like, they really can't be bringing it back with the same creative team. And it is. It's Chris Claremont and Salvador LaRocca coming back with the same team. But they've added one member. They've only added fucking Kitty Pryde. So really? I definitely will not be buying that book.
How do you get Rich not to buy a comic?
Well, I was like, it was pretty low anyway. Because like I said, the
nail in the coffin.
It was just a terrible comic book. And now they've added Kitty Pryde. It's like, yes, I don't have to buy that one.
I think that Marvel think Kitty Pryde's a super popular character because she jumps around teams and she's all over the place.
She is with some people. Some people like Kitty Pryde, and those people are wrong.
I don't mind Hellcat or Kitty Pryde, but that is funny that you already hate something. I mean, no, sorry. I said a don't. I said a don't. Don't. Sorry, I stumbled over my words there. But in regards to other reveals, San Diego Comic-Con, there's been so much more stuff revealed in regards to like NECA and Mezco and Mayfex, loads of stuff. So I think next week...
The Mondo X-Men figures. I mean, if you're not a fan of these cel-shaded ones, man, that... The Jubilee, the Gambit they've just announced to go with Magneto and the Wolverine. The Jubilee is like, she got 4 heads with that. It just looks amazing. It is also like $200. You might have to sell your first kids, but never mind. They look amazing.
First to worst, anyway. You don't need them. But yeah, by the way, so next Thursday, of course, we'll do a more formal recap of the Legends news. Now, once we know more information, got some better images, etc. But we will also pick some of our favourite reveals from other things to talk about, because there's been so much stuff to talk about, not just Legends related, from this week's San Diego Comic-Con that I'd love to talk about and talk to you guys about. So next week, we'll be talking, and again, Legends and Liquor next weekend will be crazy, because I'll be asking every single guest to pick like their 3 to 5 favourite reveals, and we'll just be going round robin, talking about everyone's favourite reveals, not just from Legends, from the whole of San Diego Comic-Con. So if you're not a channel member and you don't want to miss out on that type of conversation with the crew right here on the channel, then hit that join button and hit the members club and come and join us, because that's going to be fun next Sunday. But this Sunday, I think me and Tanner are going to attempt to break down the Turtles news, because there's been a lot of NECA Turtle news that I'm excited to talk about. So we'll do that on Turtles and Tea. Let me find the graphics real quick. So yeah, Turtles and Tea. this Sunday. Joe's and Juice very soon with Tom and Mark. Hopefully we have some nice classified reveals tomorrow. There is a classified Hasbro panel tomorrow, so we shall see then. And then Legends and Liquor next Sunday, and we can talk all the reveals, like everything, because the weekend will be over and we will know everything. David Evans Smith with a super chat. Thank you very much, David. Friday says, has there been any news on some classic Dick? You're going to have to speak to our good friend Jay's Toys Collection UK. He loves that classic Dick. He's been waiting for it. He's been fiending for that classic Dick. But I haven't heard any news yet. Jay, have you had any luck finding that Dick? You'll have to let us know in the comments, Jay, because I don't know. But people have been looking for that classic Dick. Probably a Mezco to go along nicely with your Batman. Maybe you'll get a classic Dick in the Mafex line. Who knows? I don't know. Take your classic Dick however you want. But we shall see. Yes, and Laser Pants. Again, I did say at the start of the stream, but I am doing Laser Pants live tomorrow, okay? So that's on the free POA podcast channel. Let me see if I can get it up real quick, because I think Laser Pants has already put up, he's a professional, he has already put up the what is it? The scheduled free POA podcast. Beautiful. Where is it? There it is. Right, let me bounce to that. There it is, the Free POA Podcast YouTube channel, Laser Pants Live. I love his thumbnail, I'm not going to lie. We're Hellfire Guards. So yes, me and Sir Laser Trousers are going to be on his channel tomorrow night, recapping Legends again. I'm really curious to know what Ryan thinks. Hopefully by then we've got some better images and maybe some more details. Maybe some pre-orders that went up. I don't know. And I've had some time to digest. I'm going to have to just think. I only seen those pictures with you guys talking on the live stream tonight with you guys. So after the stream, I'll be scrolling on my phone. I'll be taking a closer look. And maybe tomorrow, my opinion would have changed a little bit because I've had a closer look and I know more details. So tune in tomorrow, Laser Pants Live on the Free POL podcast. If you're not subscribed, please do go and subscribe. I will post the link in the description, in the chat right now. So please go and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and come and join me and Laser Trousers tomorrow to talk about some Marvel Legends reveals and everything else we want to talk about from San Diego Comic-Con, I assume. But yeah, shout out Ryan, aka Laser Trousers. He says, don't forget to be naked, Dan, just like we taught. Not a problem. I've been waxing. I've been working out. I'm ready to go. I'm ready. The top is coming off.
You say that as a joke, Ryan, and like when we did our blooming after show, he was like, let's all take our tops off, and we were like, no.
I had took about, at that point, ask Greg, but I was about 10 shots in at that point, so I'll blame that. But maybe on Laser Pants Live we'll have some news on that breaking classic Dick. We shall see. But yeah, hit the link in the chat right now. And go and subscribe to the Free POA, and I'll be there tomorrow with Laser Trousers, and then I'll be back on this channel with Tanner on Sunday. Not scheduled a time yet, probably Legends and Liquor time. If you want to be a guest on Turtles and Tea, by the way, hit me up, because you got to be a Turtles fan. You can't just be a casual, like, oh, I like Donatello. Like, you need to know what NECA are revealing and be into that shit. You know what I mean? Naming all 4 Turtles isn't enough qualification to be on Turtles and Tea, all right? You need to be collecting this stuff to talk to me and Tanner about it, all right? Otherwise, we'll catch you out. So if you want to be on Turtles and Tea and you're a channel member, again, that's the perk of being a channel member. You get to be on the channel you're supporting, then hit me up, all right? We've probably got some room for some guests on Turtles and Tea. I'm sure Tanner won't mind doing that. So, yeah, hit me up if you're a Turtles fan and you want to talk some Turtle news, because there's been a lot of NECA Turtle news. But I'm going to shut up and end the stream here. Rich, any final thoughts? Tell the people where they can find you online.
No, just like some good reveals. I think we may get more this weekend, hopefully, from Hasbro. So I would say keep your eyes peeled. And obviously, you can follow me at Displayed Once on Instagram, posting nonsense mostly. Now, I've started doing reels because no one watches anything anymore unless you post a reel. So what took me 2 minutes to do now takes me 5 minutes. The effort I put into the Instagram post is beyond, right?
Yeah, you need to be chasing Brandon for those followers, because those reels is the way to go.
Pay the Russian bot. I'm not
that's
fair.
That's fair. Brandon doesn't want people knowing his secrets, but yeah. Okay, cool. And as always, people, I've already given you all my plugs. You know what the score is. Hasbro team shouted us out. Made my day. Thank you very much. Lots of great reveals. And as always, we'll be back next week. Or maybe you'll see me sooner than that. And there'll be raw reveals. I've got lots of reviews to do. And maybe I'll review something that is not in my hand as well. I wonder what that is. But until then, we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I want to see some waves in the chat. Let's go to the end screen, Rich. This is where we can tell all our darkest secrets. And this is where...
I can stop waving then.
Hang on, one sec. I need to find it. Right. Now I can take my top off. That was better.
Oh, my God. My eyes. Oh.
The nipples are free. Beautiful.
I didn't know you could get a girdle in the UK.
Look, I ain't been going gym. I've drank too much Koppelberg. Beautiful. Okay, everyone hit that subscribe button. Go and watch another video. And as I said, I'm not joking. I'll be back reviewing something very soon. What are you talking about, Dan? I don't know. Could be anything. Ooh. Probably a potato. I don't know. Tell you what, it's not. A classic dick.